It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah.
He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but
all right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to No Man's Sky. Cobalt Dale here, and I'm glad you guys are tuning in. I see that Delta was here earlier and dropped a like on that stream. If you guys are just tuning in, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And yeah, don't forget to turn on that notification bell. And when I drop a new video, you guys will be notified. Just like this live stream, I try to get it out a little bit early in the day. This way you guys are notified ahead of time so you can arrange your schedule to come and watch Cobalt Dale. Oh, I see Delta still here. Glad to see you, Delta. If you guys haven't checked out Delta 1, he's a great content creator for No Man's Sky, Apex Legends, and what is that? Valheim? Uh-oh. He did some Valheim earlier today and I missed it by 15 minutes. Oh, I got you, Delta. Not a problem, not the problem. Hi, Cobalt Wifey. Thank you for tuning in to the stream. We got a quite a full schedule this stream. In the last stream, we were doing the Patterns in Time quest line with the mysterious entity named Null, and he wanted us to go out and get the history of the universe. So we found out that Nada and Polo were the only ones that survived a cataclysmic event when the Sentinels came into their universe and wiped out every living thing within like 50 seconds. every species, the Korvax, the Viking, the Gek, all the animals, everything was wiped out. And everybody wasn't prepared for that. And the only two that survived was Nada and Polo, and they escaped and created an anomaly, a bubble in between universes so nobody could find them. Well, Null had us in the last episode. He wanted us to go out and get the history of the Viking in our universe. He wanted us to get out and get the history of the Korvax in our universe. And this is where we ended up, is on this space station, where we need to talk to a Gek cartographer and learn about their species as well. But this space station we stopped in the last episode because why? There's a paradise planet here. The paradise planet wasn't too bad. I checked it out. Like I said, I was going to do off stream. I was going to check it out and make sure everything was set up and ready to go for this episode. So check this out. I went down to the paradise planet. It's a beautiful planet. Can't lie about that. I dropped a save beacon on the planet at a trade outpost so we could fly back there and check it out. I also went to the dissonant planet in this solar system. It was a frigid, freezing Hymo planet with activated copper on it and a couple other things. And I collected up some materials so we could find ourselves a Sentinel interceptor this episode. Well, lo and behold, as I was cruising around on the planet collecting up all the materials and everything that we needed, I got some storm crystals and stuff. I found a Sentinel interceptor that we're gonna take, and I think you guys will be excited to see this. It's a pretty cool looking interceptor, and we might start using that ship instead of our exotic. I'm not quite sure yet. You guys let me know as soon as we get down to the planet. But if you haven't done it, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. You know the regular routine. You guys know that. I'm not going to sit here and remind you. If you want to do it, go ahead. And welcome to any newcomers that have come to the channel. I appreciate you for tuning in and checking me out. I'm doing this live series. It's a fresh vanilla playthrough. I don't use any mods, anything like that. And I do it every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm looking to start maybe streaming a second night of the week. And I asked in the last episode if you guys had any comments or suggestions on what day of the week you think I should be streaming for my second day. Let me know in the comments. This way I could put it down on the list and then we'll pick that day as a group vote. I do have a Discord. That link is in the description of the chat, or in the description of the video, I should say, excuse me. So if you guys want to join my Discord, don't forget to hit that link and you can be a member of my community as well. But let's get this show on the road. This is enough talking, I think. We got quite a bit to do this episode, so we're going to jump into our ship, jump in, jump out, got to make that little save, make sure nothing happens. We're going to fly down to the dissonant planet. I put a save beacon marker on that planet, locating a starship, an interceptor, and I think you guys will enjoy this interceptor. So I saved all the time that you guys needed to check this thing out. And I got a few materials so we could load it up and get it ready to fly. So I spent a lot of time on this planet. Let me tell you, I went through a lot of hazard batteries. This planet is ridiculous on storms. It's like it'll quit for about 2 minutes, clear up, and then it'll right back into a blinding white storm. But we're coming up on this ship right here. Come on, we're gonna land right here. And you guys can check this thing out. And this was the first Sentinel interceptor. Look at there, the storm cleared up just for us to land. Perfect. Couldn't ask for better timing on this, right? So check this out. This is the ship I found. It's got the dragonfly wings. It's got the lower mandible, or prong, if you want to call it that. Here, we'll go into camera mode real fast before the storms hit again. But it is a red and white starship. And it's got the fold-out dragonfly wings. This is pretty cool. There's the glyphs if you guys want to come and find this ship. I got it. This is an A-class interceptor. Just so you guys know, this is the first ship I found on this planet. I was scooting around looking for things. I found an echolocator, found a sentinel camp or an autophage camp, and it only had a C-class multi-tool there. I wasn't going to take it, so I just left it, and I didn't mark the camp. That was my bad because I flew off. I got so excited about finding the sentinel interceptor that I came here. And this is the first ship I found, so check this out. This is an A-class Sentinel Interceptor. I didn't collect anything, I just found it, so we're going to throw all this stuff into our inventory in our starship that we have right now. And we're going to pick up this Highline Brain, because I don't know if you guys have ever seen how somebody acquires a Sentinel Interceptor, so we're going to teach you how to do that this episode. So I collected the Highline Brain. Now we have to go get the Highline Brain fixed or tamed, so to speak, because the Highline Brain is a Sentinel brain, and we have to we need to get the probe, the subconscious probed in order to release it so it's friendly towards us. So we're going to hit the X button there, as you can see, and we're going to see where this takes us. It should take us to a monolith nearby. Usually they're not too far away. And we'll head over there and we'll take care of this brain real fast. So how was you guys' past weekend? Was it a good weekend? Did you enjoy yourselves? I'm going to leave the save beacon here until we get back. We're going to take our other ship. I did scan most of the creatures on this planet. I do believe I did get them all. I don't remember. I checked out quite a bit of stuff. I looked at a lot of things on this planet, let me tell you. All right, let's take off here. Let's head over to that monolith. It shouldn't be but, 30 seconds away. That's not too bad flying on a planet. Sometimes you got to fly like an hour away, that kind of thing. But we had a pretty decent weekend. Did you guys enjoy your 4th of July, that kind of thing? Me and the wifey, we spent pretty much the night at home enjoying ourselves here. All right, we're coming up on this monolith. We didn't get to go see the fireworks or anything, but that's okay. You know, once you get older, those things just don't interest you anymore. They do, but they don't. You know, it's the effort going and trying to find a parking place and spending a little bit of extra money while you're out. Finances are kind of tough right now, so we got to hold back on that. So I hope you guys had a great holiday weekend. I know we did. It was pretty good. We had a good dinner this evening. I hope you guys had a good meal as well. All right, I picked up all the words around this monolith, but the main important thing that why we're here is this right here. We're going to take this Highline Brain and we're going to check it out. The ancient site stirs as I approach, stone scraping against stone. Warmth radiates from the Highline Brain within my pack, as though in response. The mind of the ship child is interlocked with the hive. Current instructions: seek and eliminate anomalies, and mesh archival sentience with surrogate entity. I fumble with the ship's brain, almost dropping it as it glows unbearably hot in my hands. The pain radiates far beyond my hands, an unearthly heat, a heat that melts glass. Its circuitry shifts and then grows still. The brain seems to accept my presence now. And there we go, boys and girls. We got ourselves a harmonic brain. The Highline Brain is a Sentinel brain. The harmonic brain is now released. It's docile, as you can see there in the pop-up window. That means it's friendly towards us and we can use it. So all we need to do now is go back to the Sentinel Interceptor. I want to take a look around real fast, see if there's anything worthwhile looking at here. There's a building over there. That's too far away. I usually take a look around. Oh, look at there. There's a friendly pilot that just landed, or an outlaw pilot, I should say. Hey, come on. Oh, look at that. We can't even get up the cliff. This guy's gonna fly away. What's he got? A B-class hauler? Is there even a pilot out here? I doubt it. Oh, there he is, right there. Let's see. Convergence, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what he's got. Let's see what he's got to sell. Look at there. This is how you know this is an outlaw trader, because he's carrying X-class modules, which are suspicious modules, which are illegal contraband for the most part. But the Sentinels will not arrest you, or the local galactic authorities will not arrest you. So if you need these kinds of things, you can come here and get these. X-class are supposed to be the best, but sometimes they don't give you the very good ones. So what I do is I like to look at the price. The higher the price of the module, usually the better the stats are. So this hazard protection, we can buy that and put that into our inventory, since we got ourselves quite a few nanites. We could buy that, but I want to check out and see what else we got in here. There's a suspicious starship shield, hyperdrives. We're going to get a hyperdrive module. We're going to get a suspicious starship shield module, because once we pick up this Sentinel interceptor, there's not going to be anything in it. Maybe Sundays. You say Sundays, Cobalt Wifey? Yeah, that's a good day. It's pretty open. A lot of people are just settling down. So we have to pick out a day and a time. A time would probably be early evening, or even like 6:30 as it is tonight. We could set that up for a live stream on Sundays. So what else does everybody else think? Does Sunday sound like a good day to you? All right, let's see. We don't need no movement modules, none of that. A launch thruster module might be good. Yeah, we'll buy that too for the Sentinel interceptor. So we could put those in there. Let's see, a pulse engine module. Definitely want to get another one of those, and a hyperdrive module. There we go. It doesn't say how many he's got, but you know when he runs out that they just go blank or gray right there. Oh man. Let's see. Phaser beams, we don't need that. Positron modules. We want photon cannons, but I don't see any photon cannon modules here. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're done here. We don't have anything to sell. We got pretty much everything we need. If you want to buy that ship from that guy, you guys are more than welcome to. You know what I'm saying? If you stop and check him out, that storm is coming in. I want to get back in my ship before it gets too bad out here. As you can see, our hazard protection is going down pretty quick, so I'm going to throw another battery in here. Whew. Going through batteries on this planet. I had like 40 or 50 when we started searching this planet. I'm down to like 26, 25. That's ridiculous. The storms are brutal on this planet. We might have to get ourselves another frost protection or a cold protection hazard module and install that. We just picked up that one hazard protection, so we'll take that and we'll probably install that. Hopefully it doesn't make our equipment go wonky and blink out, so we'll have to get rid of one. But let's get back to this Sentinel interceptor. This thing is pretty awesome, boys and girls. I can't believe I found this, and this was the first try. So I wish you guys would have been here. This would have worked out perfect for the episode. But I told you I would find one if it was a good one, and I would show you guys what it is. And this is actually a pretty awesome one. So let's pick up the save beacon. We're gonna pick that up. We'll get rid of that so it's not here. Do we have a comms ball? Yes, we do, boys and girls. We need 20 pure ferrite. Let's jump. Wait, do we have? Yeah, we do. Let's jump back into our ship for a second. What I want to do, I can't believe I don't have any pure ferrite on me. That's ridiculous. We're gonna have to move some stuff around. This will go into the starship. Oof, we got just too much stuff. I bought some wiring looms from that space station that we were just in because they were minus 43% or something like that. Or no, they were 32%, minus 32% on the purchase price. And it was 43,000 units per wiring loom. So I bought 10 of them. This way we can keep up on that. So what we need to do is go into our backpack. We're going to take some ferrite dust here, and we're going to grind that up, or refine it, I should say, not grind it up, and make some pure ferrite so we could put out a comms ball. So whenever anybody flies into this solar system, since you guys got the glyphs to the Sentinel Interceptor planet, we can mark it. This way you guys can come pick up the Sentinel Interceptor if you like it or not. Hope you guys do. I thought it was a pretty cool one. Usually I just pick an interceptor. It don't matter as long as it's an A class. Eventually, if you have enough nanites, you can upgrade it and make it an S class. And I believe, I'm hoping they are, the supercharged slots. Oh yeah, there are hostile creatures on this planet too, boys and girls. Be aware of that. There are like 3 different hostile creatures on this planet, and they're all different looking. So they got that one over there. That one's a pretty bad one. He attacks you. And then there's a cat looking one. But here, we'll put out the comms ball. Sorry, got distracted. We'll drop this down. And then we'll go in here and we'll mark it as an A class so you guys know that this is a A class Sentinel Interceptor. There we go. That's all we need to do. We hit that bad boy. Cool. We're out of here. Whoops. Didn't want to do that. Close the beacon. That's marked. Let's get inside this interceptor and we'll put in, see, I collected some radiant shards, an inverted mirror, and a harmonic brain. You can pick up the radiant shards and the inverted mirror all over the planet. That's how I found an echo locator to locate an autophage camp, and I picked up a few of them. So if you guys want, I will pop off another one after we pick up this ship, and then we can go find an autophage camp so you guys can see what's going on. And you get a special item from an autophage camp the first time you go to one. I'm not going to give you that spoiler. You guys can go to one and figure it out yourself, and you'll be pretty excited to see what it is. So let's pop all this material in there. And now it opens up the oh, look at that. 2 supercharged slots right next to each other. So it's probably, my guess is a 1-2-1. And that's pretty good. If you guys have ever watched the Game Hub, that guy searches for S-Class Sentinel Interceptors all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare this ship, and then we're going to claim it. Because it's got all the good technology in it that we need. So we're going to take this A-Class Interceptor, and we're going to hop in. This way, we're out of the weather, and we can check out the technology. It's got phaser beams in it. I don't use phaser beams. The only thing they're good for to me is to mine asteroids. You can use phaser beams to take down enemy shields on their ship, but then you have to switch to a photon cannon. And the photon cannon is the weapon you destroy their hull with. So we got launch thrusters. They call it an anti-gravity well. So we'll put that over here. This is a luminance engine, which is our pulse drive. We're going to put that over here. So that gives us, watch them stats over there on the right side. 345 to 527. A Sentinel Interceptor is a awesome starship. I'm going to destroy the phase beams. And once you do, look, it gives you a wiring loom and some tritium, which is pretty cool. So we got a warp core. We'll move that over here. We got shields that we could plop there, and a pilot interface. This is where our harmonic brain went into this, and this is what we use to fly this ship. If we don't have a pilot interface, this ship won't fly. So that's what we use to go into the cockpit. But here, I'm gonna jump out. I want you guys to see this. We're gonna go into first person view. Yeah, let's go into first person view. We'll jump into the starship real fast. I made the mistake and didn't show you guys this because we're in third person. But once we're in first person view, this is pretty cool. Check this out. This Sentinel Interceptor is the only one with a cockpit that's a hologram. So everything you're looking at is a hologram. It's a reflection of what's outside. You see that? That's pretty cool though. When you jump out, it goes back to a circuitry or a circuit board or whatever. But when you jump in, look at that. It's all metal. And it opens up into a hologram. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's one of the greatest things I thought about these starships. But since we're in here, I'm going to jump back into third person view. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take off, boys and girls, and we're going to go up to the space station and rearrange some of the technologies that we have, because I got a few in our exosuit, like this pulse engine module. We'll install these things. Where is that? The luminance drive is over here. There we go. 598. Look at there. That didn't give us very good on that one. See these X-Class modules? Sometimes they're hit and miss, but you can find really good ones and they're super overpowered. But we got a shield module. I picked up an S-Class shield module at the space station. So we're gonna put that in here to give us some better shields. We got, what is this? Launch thrusters. We'll put that in there next to our launch thruster. Perfect. So that helps us save a little bit of fuel. What else we got? Another shield module for our starship, which will be all right. Let's see. That's 229. That's 244. Let's see if it's any better over here. Nope. So you keep them adjacent to each other and it gives them a better boost. In the beginning, you don't want them separate because it gives you less stats. So this is only a 13% shield. Man, we got a crappy X-Class shield too. Oh, and then we got 2 hyperdrives, which will help us out. Let's see if we get a good one. No, what is that? 100% fuel efficiency on the hyperdrive. That's not a good one. Let's see what this one is. There we go. That's 186 light years. Now we can put that there. We can put that there. As you see, it goes down. What I'm going to do is move the fuel efficiency out and then put the hyperdrive in line with that. There we go. So it's 858. This way it gives our hyperdrive range first and then our warp cell second. So that helped us out a little bit. Those weren't very good X-Class modules, which is kind of disappointing. We'll have to go to an outlaw station and pick up more if we want to actually get some better ones, I guess. But for now, that's pretty good. Let's see. Can we put a photon cannon module into this ship? No, we cannot. But we can put in the non-linear optics. So let's put one of those in there. We got that wiring loom. We need tritium from asteroids. And we got all that material inside our other starship. So what I'm going to do is jump out. We're going to run back to our old starship, boys and girls. I'm going to switch my view again. Sorry about that. We're going to jump in here. We're going to pick up everything we possibly can for the Sentinel Interceptor. So we're going to take all this stuff out. We'll throw that into our inventory. This way we can carry that with us when we're flying. So we got a couple more things to put in here. So we're going to have to make a couple trips back and forth. Ugh, I hate that. Okay, so we go into our exosuit and then we start dropping all this stuff into the starship here. There we go. We'll pop all that over there. That looks pretty good. Look, we'll even take this save beacon and throw that in there because we don't need that anymore. All right, that's all in our starship. What do we got to put in there? We need to put tritium in there, which we don't have, so maybe we'll get some out of our starship. Let's make a couple hermetic seals while we're sitting here so we can get some of this fixed and installed. So all we need now is tritium. Let's jump out and back over to our other starship real fast. Oh man, I can't believe this. So we got ourselves a good Sentinel Interceptor. Okay, let's take this into our storage. We got some Atlantidium. Let me tell you, I shot a whole bunch of that stuff. That was ridiculous. I hunted up mirrors and all kinds of things. Just flying around on the planet and jumping out. Let's pick up half of the stack of tritium that we could take. Put that in our exosuit. We're going to take a couple of hypercores. We're going to take those with us because you can't use certain things for regular starships inside the Sentinel Interceptor. They're a little bit different. That's why it's important for you to gather all the material you need to power the Sentinel Interceptor. Whoops, let's see. Did we get everything we needed? Yeah, we got a little bit of extra materials, that kind of stuff. We got some fix-it kits. We don't need to carry those with us in the Interceptor. We'll get all that stuff later from a different location. But here, we'll take this. We'll put this in our exosuit. I want these storm crystals to go with us too, back to our main base. That way we can, so we can fix our exocraft, because our exocraft needs a recharge unit. But let's get back into this ship now. We got everything we need to take off with and head to the space station. If we need anything else, then we can flip the ship over in the space station and we'll take care of it there. So let's get all this over there, moved over. Perfect. There we go. That looks good. Now we come in here, we got the tritium, so we can fix this. And now we got a little bit better of a photon cannon in here. Now we can install the infra knife in here, which is actually about the best weapon, I think, in my opinion, into the game. We can put in the economy scanner, that kind of stuff in here, which we'll do. Let's see. Where is that? The economy scanner. We got the conflict scanner. There it is. A teleport receiver. Want to put that in here. We need wiring looms. Oh my goodness, boys and girls. We need all these materials. So I got to jump back out. I forget all that stuff is over here in the starship, in the exotic, because I took all this stuff. Let's take these into our exosuit. We'll take all the parts and pieces because we're gonna need it. Go figure, right? Oh man, I hate doing this stuff where you're switching your goods from one ship to the other. We might go back to our exotic. I'm not quite sure yet, boys and girls. So we'll see what happens between now and then. We need an antimatter. We need to make an antimatter. Whoops. There we go. There's a component. We'll make a couple of those. There we go. Drop that in there. Now our teleport receiver should be installed with the wiring looms. Perfect. Pulse engine modules, we can stick those in there. Yeah, look at that. Warp cells, tritium clusters. Ah, are you kidding me? Okay, boys and girls, we're gonna get off this planet. We're gonna show this thing up in space. Let's get in and out. Let's take off. Check that out. The wings moved. It's pretty awesome. All right, we'll get up into space. There we go. And let's go into camera mode and take a look at this bad boy. This is, I like that, the thrusters in the back of it. Check that out. That's pretty cool. And then it's got the small dragonfly wings. And this is a nice, pretty red Sentinel interceptor. Look at that, red and white details, highlights. That's pretty cool, huh? This is a pretty awesome looking Sentinel interceptor. I like it. What do you guys think? You guys still watching? Are you still there? Hello? Hello? But there you go. That's what's in this solar system. If you guys want the glyphs, there they are right there for the Sentinel interceptor. So if you guys want, you can pause the live stream and switch back over once you get the glyphs written down or whatever. But we're going to head to the space station. That's where we're heading. Maybe we could pick up a couple more pieces of technology for this bad boy. Look at there. I like that. The comms ball is still telling us that it's an A class all the way from the planet. Whoa. What was that? Oh, we're already to the... See how fast that was? It took us a long time to get to that planet. Didn't take us very long in the Sentinel interceptor with that maneuverability upgrade. Man, these things are awesome. To me, actually, I believe the Sentinel interceptor to be a little bit overpowered, which is nice. You gotta have some kind of overpowered ship. It used to be the exotics. Now it's the Sentinel interceptors. And a lot of people are out searching for these Sentinel interceptors. So let's go. We're gonna put in the pulse drive for using less fuel. We'll install what materials we can first off into this bad boy, and we'll fix it later. So there we go. Magnetic resonators, platinum. Most of this stuff can usually be bought in the space station. Let's go into our exosuit. This magnetic resonator, we need carbon nanotubes, I do believe. 2 or 3 of those. That'll be enough. No, what is it that makes a magnetic resonator? Oh, Dale. Ionized cobalt, magnetized ferrite. Guess where that's at? Let's throw all this into our Sentinel interceptors so we can make a little bit of room in our inventory. But let's get out. There are other ships flying into the space station right now. Let's go talk to these guys and see if they've got any materials that we can buy off them to help us upgrade our Sentinel interceptor. Most of the technologies that you put in a regular Starship, good. There's the magnetized ferrite, boys and girls. We'll put that in our starship. There's some tritium. We'll buy that and throw that in there. A little bit of uranium, that helps. Ferrite and cobalt. We can take that cobalt and put that into our exosuit, and we can make some ionized cobalt in our backpack refiner. As you see, we only got about 15 million units, so I want to be careful on that. We need to get some platinum as well, so we need to talk to a few of these pods. Ooh, that's a nice looking fighter. That's a B class. But we already got a couple good ships. I mean, we got an awesome exotic, and now we got ourselves an awesome interceptor as well. Okay, he doesn't have any of the stuff we need, so let's get out of here. We need some platinum, and I don't know if they sell that here. We don't have enough in our inventory, so we might spend a few minutes looking for some of these resources. The tritium hyperclusters we can get from asteroids out in space, which isn't a big deal. Pugnium is very important inside the Sentinel Interceptor because that's a fuel, a recharge thing for shields, I do believe. Okay, let's head up to this guy and see if he's got any platinum. That's what we're hoping for, just a little bit of platinum. And that'll help us move along. Otherwise, we'll have to summon in our other ship. Look, they still got that tritium. I'll keep putting that in the starship. All right, he didn't have what we needed. Let's go over and talk to this pilot and see what he's got. We're only going to waste a few minutes here, boys and girls, because we got a lot of stuff to do and a lot of ground to travel this episode. So we're going to see what happens tonight. There's the platinum we were looking for. Perfect. That goes in the starship. That was a lot of money there. Whew. Chromatic metal. We'll take that and put that in our exosuit. Quantum computers. Those are pretty cheap. We'll get 5 of those. There we go. Those are not too bad. We'll buy 5 more of those. Perfect. Want to buy all your parts and pieces right here in the space station. See, look at that. A wiring loom. Minus 32%. 47,000 units for a wiring loom. That's the cheapest I've ever seen it in any playthrough of mine. That's actually a really good price. Okay, we got that squared away. Let's get back over here to our starship now. And we're going to install like the magnetic resonators and the platinum. There we go. Cool, so that technology is installed. What do we need here? A warp cell and 3 tritium hyperclusters. We'll find those out in space. So let's come here. We need to put in a launch thruster recharger because that right there will help us in the long run. 2 wiring looms there. We need 6 antimatter total. So we need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll make an extra one there. We need to make 1 warp cell. Whoops. Let's make that 1 warp cell because that goes into this technology right here. So all we need is the tritium hyperclusters now. We put in the auto recharger, so that takes 5 antimatter. And we need 2 solar mirrors. So let's see what it takes to make a solar mirror, boys and girls. Can we make them? Yes, we can. There they are. Look at there. Silver, gold, and chromatic metal. Oh, this is getting tough. Okay, let's go back over to the galactic. Wait, there's a pilot. Let's see if he's got... Oh, wasn't fast enough. Epic fails by Cobalt Dale. You guys saw it here first, folks. Let's get over here and see if we can't find some silver at the trade terminal. Maybe they got some, maybe they don't. Aronium, I do believe, is silver. And look at that, minus 12%. We'll pick up one of these just to see. We'll only pick up 1. If we need more silver, we'll buy it. Pick up a little bit more pugnium for our starship since it hasn't replenished. Now we take that aronium that we purchased in our exosuit. We'll put that into our backpack and see what that makes. There we go. Aronium makes silver, boys and girls. So we can throw that into our starship. Perfect. That should be enough to make a couple of solar mirrors. I'm hoping. Keep our fingers crossed. 1, 2. There we go. 2 solar mirrors. That will go into our starship to install the auto launch recharger. Perfect. That's installed now. So every time we take off, it'll automatically once we jump out of our starship, it'll automatically recharge it while we're outside. Emerald drive, indium drive, cadmium drive. We can install the cadmium drive, but I'm not going to put that in right now, not until we get this thing expanded a little bit. Now I know we got a couple extra expansion modules, but we're not going to use those right yet. I mean, look at our inventory. It's already filled up in our starship. So we need to expand the inventory on this bad boy. But we can put in some of the useful technologies that we need. So let's see. I want to put in that infra knife. That's most important. We could put in a cargo deflector, but then we have to go to a pirate system. And we're not ready to do that. We need that economy scanner. That's important. There we go. So we could find trade outposts on any planet. Perfect. That's installed. We'll move that up here with the rest of the stuff. We'll try and keep this stuff out of the way from the rest of the technologies. This way, when we expand it, we'll have more room and then we can move it around. So we're pretty much set right now, boys and girls. We definitely got ourselves a Sentinel Interceptor now. And this is just as it is as an A-class. It's comparable to the exotic starship that we had. But if you ever want to switch back to your ship, just come in here and summon it into the space station and you can pick it out. You can pick up that ship or whatever ship in the space station or the space anomaly. So this way you're kind of covered. We got all this stuff in here. What we need to do is take it out. I'm going to keep the exotic. No, we'll fly with the Sentinel Interceptor, boys and girls. What do you guys think? Should we keep the exotic or should we go with the Sentinel Interceptor until we get it upgraded enough to run with it? Let me know before I leave the station here. What do you think, Cobalt Wifey? Should we take the Sentinel Interceptor or should we take the exotic ship? I'm waiting. Come on, somebody say something. All right, I'm taking the Interceptor. You guys aren't fast enough. Ah, jeez. Okay, so what we need to do is speak to a Gek cartographer. So we need to go to a Gek solar system and talk to him, and that's been marked out by null for us. So let's take all our fuels and stuff like that. We're going to rearrange this a little bit so it's a little bit better organized for us, boys and girls, so we know what we have and what we can use as we're flying through the universe here. We're gonna have to make a trip back to our home solar system as well so we can hit our home planet. Take that, throw that there. Okay, the Interceptor. All right, Cobalt Wifey, jump in, jump out. Let's go get ourselves a Gek cartographer. So we're out of here and we will do the planet in distress, but we're going to do that at a later time. I picked up a side mission for eliminating Sentinels. We're not ready for that. That'll just pop off whenever we kill Sentinels, so I'm not too worried about that. But we're going to stay with the Patterns in Time main quest line and try and get through some of this so we can figure out what's going on with Nada, Polo, and Artemis. And try to figure out who this mysterious stranger is for Null. I mean, we don't know who that guy is, but we're doing everything for him, which is really kind of weird. There we go. Look at that. That ain't too far away. That's only look at there. It's our hyperdrive has no fuel. I forgot to fuel up, boys and girls. And it's a 3-star dissonant Gek system. That means it's really rich system. So let's pop out of here. We've got to recharge our hyperdrive. There we go. Warp core. Excuse me. Now we can go back into our galaxy map and fly over there. And then we'll talk to the Gek cartographer. And this guy is going to make us do a couple jobs. I know that from experience. So we're going to have to go to the mission giver and raise our standing by 2, I do believe. It's either 1 or 2 to for him to talk to us and tell us some stuff. All right, that wasn't so bad. That didn't take us very long at all. 5 planets. Cool, let's scan the planets real fast. I want to see what kind of planets we got here. We didn't go back to that Paradise planet in the last system. There's a radioactive planet. All right, let's go into first person view so we can look at the planets around here. Oh, there it is. That looks like a frozen to me. It is, with aggressive sentinels on it. We don't want to go there. There's another one right about there. There we go. Can't see it through the rings in the asteroid field. There's a tropical planet with storms on it, some heavy storms. Where we got? We got 2 more planets to check out. I want to get these scans, so if there's any decent planets that we can check out, that's what we're going to do. We're going to check out a planet before we leave this solar system, maybe. Sometimes I don't check out planets in a solar system. There's our dissonant planet on a hot planet, so we could find another Sentinel interceptor there if we so choose. But I'm flying over to the space station, and we're going to check out that Get Cartographer. I'll take a little bit of damage flying through this field here. Oh, that's right, boys and girls. We got to get a tritium hypercluster. I'm going back into third person view. So we're going to shoot a few asteroids. Try not to shoot a ship or the space station or whatever in the area. Just shoot asteroids, because that'll get the local authorities on us, and we don't want that right now. Because our ship, see, there's a ship right there. Got to be careful. He's shooting an asteroid, so can't shoot in his general direction, otherwise you get in trouble. But we're looking for tritium hyperclusters. Hopefully we can get 3 of those squared away right away, and we can install that piece of technology that we got. That pulse engine module. Look at there. There we go. Come on. Sometimes it's hard to tell where these asteroids are at. There's a tritium hypercluster. Need a couple more of them bad boys. But this is how you pick up your fuel for your interceptor as well. So if you guys need fuel for any of your ships, spend the time in an asteroid field. You can spend 10-15 minutes. As long as the conflict level in the solar system isn't that bad, you can spend quite a while in an asteroid field shooting asteroids. But every now and then you always get that one jerk pirate that wants to come in and get you. Alright, we still got 1 more hypercluster to grab. Ooh, we got an anomaly detector, so we can use that later. Just hoping for that last tritium hypercluster. That would be nice. And then we can get out of here and head to the space station. Oh man, come on. See, the pilot that's here and this that's flying around us right here, you see that guy? He's using phaser beams to shoot the asteroids. See, that's the only thing I think they're actually good for, is shooting asteroids. So you gotta have all these multiple weapons in your ship, and I don't think you should. I don't think you need all them weapons, but that's my opinion. That's why I always get the Infraknife. It's the multi-purpose. It's good for shields, it's good for the hull, and it shoots a lot of bullets like a machine gun. So I'm pretty satisfied with one of those, you know what I'm saying? Another anomaly detector. Come on, we haven't got ourselves that 3rd tritium hypercluster yet. Let me look real fast. Oh, we do have it. Okay, boys and girls, let's get out of here. We're going to the space station. I don't want to deal with this guy no more. Uh-oh. Here come the Sentinels. I shot the space station by accident. Whoopsie. I'm glad we got in the space station right away. Let's take these tritium hyperclusters and we'll throw that into our pulse drive. And that installs that technology, and that gives us 34% fuel efficiency in our hyperdrive. So see, we're getting our technology installed. It's just going to take a little bit. Let's ooh, that's a nice looking cargo hauler. To me, I like the color. It's a nice tan. Kind of looks like a warbird or something. Let's see what he's got to sell. See if he's got anything good for us, boys and girls. Look at there, minus 33% on wiring looms. That's even cheaper than the last one. That's 46,000 here. Oh man, you know what? I gotta do it. At this price, I gotta buy 10 more. There we go. That keeps us stocked up a little bit. Gold is pretty cheap here. We need to pick up a little bit more chromatic metal. Can never have enough chromatic metal in this game. Chromatic metal or copper. But I'm not going to pick up the copper. There's a little bit of phosphorus. You know what that's going to do? That's going to help us install the infra knife, boys and girls. So we can put that inside our ship instead of the photon cannons. Because I'm not a photon cannon person. I'm really not. There's a nice heavy fighter. That's a B class. Look at that. A Viper. Cool. With a dorsal fin. I'm not a fan of the dorsal fin. So let's go over here. We're going to do our normal routine. I know the cartographer's over there. We have to go talk to him before we leave here. But I want to look at missions. See if we can't get a... Hi, Delta Creator. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for showing up. I know Delta's like lurking in the background or something, but I know he hit that like button. If you guys haven't done it yet, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm glad you joined the stream. I'm really happy that anybody shows up to my stream. That I will be honest about. Sometimes I have a big stage fright fear that nobody will show up to the show. You know what I'm saying? Oh, do you hear that? Oh, there is another exotic ship just like the one we have, boys and girls. Look at that. What are the chances? I mean, I'm in a 3-star system right here. If you guys want the glyphs for this station, there it is. There's another exotic starship. I can't believe that. I am so glad to see. That's what, the second or third system with an exotic starship in it for me. Oh man, I'm so impressed. And that looks exactly like the one we have. That's pretty cool. I like that. So if you guys got those glyphs, there you go. That's them. Take a screenshot or whatever, or you can watch a stream later. I'm not going to buy that exotic ship, but it's nice. I want to find a blue guppy. Okay, let's go back over here to the mission giver, see what he's got to offer us for missions. We can kill 15 creatures. We'll take that. What I'm looking for is this salvage frigate mission. This right here, this frigate module, that's what I'm looking for. That's for our freighter. We need that desperately. Collect 250 chromatic metal for an expansion slot. Yeah, we'll do that one. I'll take that one. Exosuit expansion slots. You darn right we're going to take that. All right, we got that one going. Let's see. Hunt pirates or kill creatures. We'll kill creatures. We want to get our standing up with all these guilds. We want to get it up as high as possible so we can get free rewards from the guild master. Level 5 mercenaries guild mission gives us a multi-tool expansion slot. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to start that mission too. Wait, what is that? We got to hunt pirates. Oh yeah, we can do that. We can hunt some pirates in our Sentinel Interceptor and see just how good that ship really is. Mil-Spec Stacker, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad to see you here. It doesn't matter if you're late. As long as you guys show up, that's all that matters to me. That makes me feel pretty good. Apparently, I must be doing something right. Everybody wants to come see my stream for a minute. Ooh, look at there. There's an S-class fighter, boys and girls. Oh my goodness, what is with the S-class things going on right now? That's 57 million units, boys and girls. We could buy that. Buy that fighter. Check this out. Watch this. We could trade our Sentinel Interceptor for that, I bet you. It would be worth it. Oh, I don't like the supercharged slots though. But look at that. That's a nice Viper right there. S-class Viper. Let's see. How much is it worth? Oh, look at that. 15 million units if we switched our Sentinel, A-class Sentinel Interceptor for this S-class fighter. But I'm going to stick with the Interceptor. I think it's a little bit better of a ship. And it's actually got more slots in it. So that's really ridiculous. Even for an S-class, still cost me 15 million units. But the Sentinel Interceptor has more slots and it's not worth as much. That's okay. If we upgrade this thing to a S-class, it'll be the bomb. Okay, let's pick up, since we just wasted 250 chromatic metal for that one mission. Hopefully one of these guys has got some more chromatic metal for us. We need to pick that up. I'm going to hit a couple of these pilots real fast and see if we can't pick up a little bit more chromatic metal, because we're going to need it. Sticking in all that extra material into these little missions kind of makes it hard. All right. Hopefully one of these guys, seriously, Lee's Gaming. If you guys haven't checked out a good content creator, that guy right there is doing an awesome series of No Man's Sky. It's called The Frigateer. Check out his series. I've been watching it. I think it's a pretty good series, and he's got a lot of good information in there. But if you guys don't know the link to his channel, after the stream, I'll put the link to his channel in the description of the video so you guys can go back there and check him out later. Otherwise, look him up on YouTube. He's a good content creator. I'm glad you guys are showing up to the stream. Might be a little bit late, but I'm happy that you're here. That's all that matters to me. As long as somebody comes and watches. I got my Cobalt wifey. She supports me every week. I couldn't ask for more. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys haven't done it yet, don't forget to hit that like button. Yeah, the big fat thumbs up. The more you guys comment in the chat and the more you guys hit that like button, the more YouTube says that this is an active content creator, and they'll put my YouTube channel out to more people just like you. And I appreciate all the support you guys are giving me. All right, so we got that. We got a couple little things out of the way there. Let's go upstairs and do our normal routine. We're in a GEC system, so we're going to collect all the little goodies out of the boxes here if you guys are watching. We're going to get this up out of here. This is the only thing you'll ever find in a GEC station. These little things. Sometimes this is a 50-50 chance with this silo right here that you'll get something. Otherwise, there's nothing down at that end except for this plant. And you get, what, 10 carbon out of it? Not a big deal. Gather up a couple words. I'm going to go through this real quick. So we just picked ourselves up, for you guys that just showed up, we just picked ourselves up an A-class Sentinel Interceptor in the last solar system. We're doing the Patterns in Time quest line, and that quest line is a quest line for null, and we're trying to figure out the history of the universe in our universe from all the species, the Gek, the Korvax, and the Vy'keen. We're going to go up here and we're going to continue with the technology slots in our backpack. This way we can get that filled out, and then we'll start doing our regular backpack. Let's see what they got in here for hazard protection. We need to pick up a couple more. There's a thermal, a toxic, and a radioactive. We don't have enough room for all of it. We need one of, I'd like to get 2 of each one. That way we have a little bit more hazard protection. We need some jetpack modules as well. Did I see any of those in there? I don't think I seen any. Yep, there's a movement module. We'll pick that up. We will pick up one of these as well, one of each. This way we have them. Even if we can't install it right now, we can have it for later. All right, let's check out our multi-tool. Since we got ourselves that nice A-class multi-tool, we don't have a Sentinel multi-tool yet. We can work on that. There's a dissonant planet in this system, so I'm sure that we'll be looking for something on that planet for sure. So we'll make a little pit stop. Our weapon and scanner and everything is pretty much upgraded right now. We don't need to worry about that, but we'll check out the tool cabinets, see if we can't find ourselves an S-class multi. Look at that. That's an A-class Vault Tech. I like that color. That's a nice blue. Look at there. It's got a scatter blaster, a paralysis mortar. That's the perfect weapon right there, boys and girls. Look, it's got a scatter blaster and a paralysis mortar. You guys could fight sentinels with that thing all day long. And look, there's one supercharged slot there. I don't see any others, so that means that in this area you're going to have at least 2 or 3 together. That's a nice multi-tool. Let's check the other side and see what that is. Look at that. That's a B class. So we could actually find ourselves an alien multi-tool in this solar system if we went to every planet. I'm not going to waste that time. Have you guys noticed this navigation data in a GEC system right here on top of this little cabinet? I don't know how many times I walked past that thing and never seen that. That's absolutely ridiculous. I just noticed it the other day walking along. I'm like, oh my gosh. So, there's always something new in a space station. You never know. Here we go. Gathering up a few words. We don't have to gather up too many. Get that crate. So, have you guys done the expedition yet? Have you got that completed? Because there's only a few more days left in the expedition. Expedition 13, Adrift. If you guys haven't checked out my series on the expedition, I got a link to that in the description of this video or this stream. This way you can go check that out. We need that hyperdrive module. We'll pick that up. Nice. Phase beams, positrons. I will never ever buy a cyclotron ballista. Let me tell you, that weapon right there, to me, is not very good. It will take out shields with one hit on most ships. But other than that, when you fire that thing, that little ball of energy, it's like an EM ball. It just flies through space until it hits something. And believe me, I've shot in freighters, I've shot the space station, multitudes of things with that thing. And I'll be flying along in the opposite direction, not even realizing that that ball is still flying through space. All right, Minotaur lasers. We don't have that yet, so we're not going to buy those. Let's head over here. We'll pick up all our little goodies. I could spend a little bit of time gathering up some words here, because we need to learn a little bit more of the language in case we need to talk to some other people later in the game. Because there's a lot of stuff you need to learn for the late game part of No Man's Sky, and a lot of people aren't teaching everybody. I notice a lot of new players. I was watching a new player. He's called Dad Mafia. He was live streaming. He's been live streaming for the last week, I should say, every night. And I was trying to watch him put his little base together, and he was digging out dirt in a base. If you ever build a base, don't dig out the dirt and then build your base inside there. After 72 hours of real life time, that dirt respawns and it will fill in your base. So if you have a teleport module in that base and you fly in through that teleporter and it drops you off in there, you'll be stuck underneath the ground and you won't be able to get out. And hopefully you don't use your mining or your terrain manipulator to mine your way out, because all that does is reduce the space for you to get back into your teleport module to go back to a space station or whatever. So don't do that. Don't build your base in the dirt, boys and girls, unless you want it to be buried in 72 hours. I don't know how many new players I am watching do that. That is the worst thing you could possibly do. There's plenty of space between the surface of the planet and the outer atmosphere of that planet for you to build. You can build up in the sky. A lot of people can. I see too many players want to build their base in the side of a mountain or something, and it's like, why do you do that? Whoops. Let's go back to the cartographer. I forgot about that. We got all these little side missions, boys and girls, that we just picked up. We need to go back to the patterns in time mission so we can talk to the cartographer and he'll give us our little mission so we can find out what's going on with the Gek, their history. Friend in maps, blah blah blah, trade, blah 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 blah, many. Let's ask about the Gek history. As the life form begins to speak, I hear a faint hum, the soft voice of Null weaving the Gek's words into something I can process. Information like that does not come for free, friend. Make me a deal. Perform work for my kin. Then we shall have something to speak about. So basically what he does now is he tells us to go over here to the mission giver and get a job from the mission giver, the guild mission giver. And what he wants us to do is missions for the Gek. And I took that mission already and haven't turned it in yet. So this mission is in progress, which we need chromatic metal, 250 chromatic metal. So that has been taken. It's not going to allow us to take any other mission. So we need to back out of there for that. That kind of blows. I wish there was a way to turn that in, because I want that exosuit backpack expansion. I came here first, boys and girls. This is an epic fail by Cobalt Dale, and you've seen it here first. Don't pick up the mission before the Gek gives you the mission to come over here and get it. Now we can't finish it. We can't complete it here. Because we have the chromatic metal in our inventory. We've got plenty of chromatic metal to turn it in. Let's go. Here we go. Dale's on a brain fart. You guys hold on. This is going to be rough. Immediate cargo. There we go. The chromatic metal. This will tell us where to take it. We need to go to a planet and turn it in. Dale was functioning on a brain fart. The little hamster fell off the wheel. I get so excited sometimes I forget what I'm doing. This game has got the biggest distraction factor ever. There's so much you can do, so much you can see, and so much to talk about in this game. And I've been watching videos here lately of people talking about how they're bored with the game. How could you possibly be bored with the game unless you're overstimulated by all the stuff that's given to you for free from other games? Oh wait, never mind. No Man's Sky is the only game that gives you DLC content for free. I forgot about that. Updates, the whole 9 yards. You can't get that from Call of Duty. You can't get that from Elden Ring. You don't get free updates from Elden Ring. You don't get free DLCs, that kind of stuff. So how can you possibly get bored with this game? I mean, start a new save. Go through it. Play as a different role. Play like me. I like to do the Traveler Joe no starter ship challenge. That's my own personal challenge, where I do no starter ship on the planet, and I can't leave that planet until I have enough units to buy at least a C-class cargo hauler. You know, that's like 12 to 20 million units, right? I mean, that's a B class, that's an A class for 29 million units. Buy a C-class cargo hauler, and when you leave that planet with that cargo hauler, the only thing you can do is buy sellable commodities from the space station or the trade depots, like here I am at this planet right here. Okay, we just turned that in. Check this out. This is what I'm talking about. Like these, the non-stick pistons, the enormous cogs. You get a bigger discount on the planet to trade these goods, and then I only go to the system after I leave this one that buys these goods, and you try to make it to the galactic core with that. I call that the Traveler Joe experience, or the challenge, whatever you want to call it. That's what I do. I try to find things like that. Or you can only buy a fighter, or you can only buy like an explorer, that kind of stuff. Like when I first spawn in on the very first planet and I learn my first word on that planet, whatever that species is in that solar system, that's what I choose. Like, okay, I can only buy an explorer or something like that. You guys got to make a challenge for yourself to get off the planet, you know, and then continue on as a full playthrough like that. Try different things. You can only buy fighters. You can only buy shuttles, that kind of thing. Or you can only take off with a crashed ship, and you can only buy like that. What is that? The survival challenge that Beeblebum came out with. You guys know that. That's what I try to do. I try to make some kind of challenge for myself. I've got literally over 3,000 hours into this game, and I'm still not bored with it. It's my favorite game. Even when I don't feel like playing a video game, I come back to No Man's Sky, and this is what I play, boys and girls. Since we're here on this planet, we delivered our materials. Let's get back on course. Let's check for some of the goodie boxes. I don't see any here, but I seen a couple down here. We'll come down here and get some goodies, some freebies. Anything to make a little bit of money. So if you guys are playing No Man's Sky, what kind of challenges do you guys have for yourself to play the game? I mean, those are my kinds of challenges. I can only be, and I change my character's appearance as well. So if I start off in the Korvax system, I'll go to an appearance modifier in the space station, and I'll change myself to that species, whether it's a Korvax, a Viking, or a Gek, or something like that. That's what I do. Okay, where's that at? That's down there. There we go. Perfect. We'll pick up these little goodies, and then we'll get off this planet. We'll go back up to the space station and turn in that mission so we can learn the history of the Gek. The Gek like money, so that's what we had to do, is make a little bit of money for them, and then he'll talk to us. So we're done with that. You can do your little exploring and that kind of stuff. What's going on here? Who's calling us on the comms? Hello? I'm sorry for contacting you so late or early. I don't know the time of day on your world, and that's the problem, isn't it? Apollo breaks off mid-sentence, their heart turning crimson. You all right, Apollo? It found me, just like it found you. I can't feel my legs. It's strange. I'm still in here, don't you understand? It won't let me leave. It's seen me. What do you see, Apollo? It showed me things. The Atlas showed me my soul. The numbers in there. Sometimes I think of my past, my future. Sometimes I do what everyone in the universe does. I know, but I can't help but want to be happy. Money, doing what you're told. Day after day. That's the answer, isn't it? I don't know, Apollo. Apollo stares at me as if seeing my face for the first time. Eventually they speak, their words passionate, higher. Blobbity 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 blah. I have no idea what he just said. Not a word. That's a lot of money there, Mil-Spec. You spent that much money? What were you doing? Buying ships or something? At this point, Apollo says nothing else, but something, I don't know what, something fills me with hope, both for my friend and for all life. Okay. So Apollo is now trapped in the portal. He went through the portal and came out, and he's stuck with the Atlas now. So we lost Apollo and Artemis. That's not good, boys and girls. Let's take off. We're going to head back up into space, and we're heading back to the space station so we can talk to this mission giver and turn in this mission, and we get ourselves an exosuit backpack upgrade expansion slot, which will be perfect. We can keep that and save that for later when we need it the most. But as long as we're buying them from the space station, we could buy one from the space station and one from the space anomaly in each system. So as long as we got enough cash, we should be able to expand our backpack pretty quick, and we'll save those for later when we absolutely need them. I know it's a free one, but you know, they're always nice to have an extra one in your pack somewhere, or at least in a storage box. We'll get this mission turned in, and hopefully it doesn't prop another one for us. Let's turn in this mission so we get one Gek standing. I think we need to go up for 2, and then we get an expansion slot. So we'll see what the next Gek mission is. Hand that one in. Boink. Now it's a level 2 Gek mission. We need to hunt low-level pirates. Let's take that one because we're hunting dangerous pirates here for the level 9 Mercenaries Guild. Or no, we're not. We're hunting this one. That's right. This one's for the Mercenaries Guild as well. So we're hunting that one, and then we'll collect this one as well, just to make sure that we've got enough going on. Because most of these missions from the guild missions, they're stackable. So you guys can have multiple missions going on at the same time. And let's see here. Let's go into the Patterns in Time quest line and see what he wants. Yeah, he wants one more contract completed. So we need to go jump in our ship and go out and fight some pirates, boys and girls. Hopefully this doesn't get us killed, right? Whoops, let's get out of there. The guild mission giver, which we just went and talked to him, so it's telling us to come back over here. Right? You can burn units all day long in this game. That's why I like doing these little guild missions. These things keep you active throughout the entire game. So we picked up the Gek mission to hunt low-level pirates, so we don't need to talk to that guy. We just need to go out into space with our quest here, the reject, hunt and destroy pirates, either one of them. Let's take this one first. I think this is the mercenaries one. Locate the bounty target. Yeah, we'll take that pirate out and see what happens. And then maybe we'll jump into the other pirate one. And we'll get our reward so we can come back and talk to the Gek cartographer. Alright. It says it's off over here behind the space station. So we're going to pulse over to him real quick. And once we do, we're going to have to change our weapons and stuff real fast. This guy is way out here. Whoa. He's out on the edge of the solar system. That's not good. Look at that. It don't even tell us how far away we are from this guy. Rubble of the first spawn. Okay. That doesn't help me. That was supposed to be a pirate, boys and girls. Where's the pirate? Where's he at? Why did it do this? So there's something wrong with the game. Now the pirate's down on the planet. Believe it, boys and girls. This is No Man's Sky at its finest. It bugged out. It showed me the pirate beacon way out there in space, and now it's telling me all the way back here. Hopefully this guy doesn't disappear again. Uh-oh, look at this. Right next to the space station. Are you serious? There he is. This guy's getting away, isn't he? Come on. There we go. I had to pulse drive, otherwise I wouldn't have caught him. Oh, we definitely need to upgrade our ship, boys and girls. Look at this. If you get close to him, when he blows up, you'll actually collect some cargo from him. And that right there will help you out. Uh-oh, there's another mission target right there. Hopefully we can collect this guy real fast. Man, I tell you, sometimes these things are just way out of line. Uh-oh, there he is. Try and get the shields down on this guy so we can hit the next one. I like how one tries to lure you away while the other one's shooting you from behind. I hope that's not that S-class fighter that we saw in the space station. Come on. Don't let him get his shields back. Man, I can't believe that. Come on, get this guy. Ooh, look at there. Whoops, I hit the wrong button at the wrong time. Believe it. Come on, shoot him, shoot him. There we go. He's taking a pounding. Look at that. All right. Uh-oh, we got more? Are you serious? Oh my goodness, boys, girls, this is gonna be bad. We might get beat up. Come on now. Gotta lock onto these guys, take their shields down, because I don't have any other weapons besides this photon cannon. And it's really hard to switch between a crappy weapon and an even worse weapon. But we're doing it. We're doing it. We're surviving. Our shields are almost gone. We probably got some broken technology here. There we go. Let's recharge our shields real fast. Oh, I knew there was some more coming. We got like, what, 2-3 waves of these guys coming? Hopefully we don't die, boys and girls. Whew. That guy right there went down pretty quick. Yeah, you better run, fool. Run! I like the fact that we're getting attacked by cargo haulers. Is that it? Did we beat them? Oh, what are we hitting? Are you serious? I know, right? There's a lot of fighting going on right here. They didn't even give us any cargo pods around this thing, which is really sad. We don't get any treasure, no nanites, gold, or nothing. Let's go into our log. So we got that guy. Gotta use both of these to find these pirates. Did we actually get them all? Look at that. Our GEC rank is up to 4 now. That means we get a bigger discount at the merchants inside the space station, boys and girls. Okay, we located and destroyed the bounty target. Perfect. That's telling us to go back to the space station, return to the mission agent. Both of them are telling us to return to the mission agent. So back to the space station to get our reward. We picked up some modules in here too. So let's see what we got. Got a crystal. What do we get here? Nanites? No, we got some copper. We got a suspicious infra knife module. Perfect. So when we go to install our infra knife into this Sentinel interceptor, we're going to be doing pretty good. Because I like the infra knife. That's one of the better weapons, I think. Because it takes down the shields pretty quick. And it does hull damage like nobody's business. It's like a machine gun. I mean, would you rather have a semi-automatic handgun, or would you rather have a machine gun? I mean, the more bullets you fire, the faster it takes damage, right? That's my opinion, but everybody has their own choice when it comes to weapons. Some people like that positron ejector. Some people like the photon cannons. My weapon of choice is the infra knife in the Starship. Okay, let's hand in the Hunt the Pirates. Turn that one in. We'll hand that in. And look, we get ourselves a multi-tool expansion slot for that. Perfect. So we got that. I did complete the contract for the GEC. There we go. We got to return to the mission agent for this one. We'll hand this one in. What? Why isn't it? That don't make no sense, boys, girls. Okay, let's see. Patterns in time. We'll switch the quest line and see if that makes a difference. There it is. So that'll trigger that one, because I got that mission. Look. You can't even turn it in. What? Why does it automatically go to... It doesn't even give you the option to hand in the mission. That don't make no sense to me. So I should have waited to hand in the pirate mission. Oh my goodness gracious me. I don't understand that. Why did it do that? Why did it pop off one mission and not the other? Did I hand in the wrong mission? Okay, this is what we're gonna do, boys and girls. I'm gonna see if I can't get the space station to reload. We're gonna head back to the main base, the Cobalt Crib, so we can empty out our inventory at least and see if that works to maybe trigger the quest line. Sometimes No Man's Sky does some of the weirdest things. You guys ever have a problem like that? Where you turning in one mission and it should have gave you the other one as well, but it didn't? And it doesn't tell you which one was for the Gek mission, which is really hard. I don't understand that. See, sometimes when you're doing these things for like the main quest line, you can't pick up all the side missions. We've got plenty of oxygen there. Let's go in here. We're going to start dropping off some stuff, boys and girls. This is our junk box, so we're going to start dumping stuff in here. We got these extra modules. We'll put those in there. We got phosphorus. I want that for the infra knife. We got stuff in our starship as well. That's what we really need to start depositing into our storage containers so we can get this stuff out of here. And we got a little bit of room. Because we're actually now, I think we're carrying too much stuff. Let's just throw it all into the storage box. And we'll sort it out later, right? There we go, some gold nuggets. We'll throw those in there. We got metal plating. We don't need all this in here right now, do we? I don't think so. You guys might have a different look on things. Platinum, I don't ever use that unless we're fixing something in the starship. All these parts and pieces, we can always come back to our base and pick those parts and pieces up. That isn't such a bad idea. And we got all this stuff to find Sentinel interceptors as well, so we're set with that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll take the infra knife module, we'll throw that in our storage container for now too. No, as a matter of fact, we'll hold on to that. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that infra knife and I'm going to install that now. Because we got the phosphorus and the wiring looms. And I want that weapon more than I want the photon cannon. That photon cannon is junk to me. And since we got 2 supercharged slots right next to each other, this weapon's going to be awesome. Watch our damage over there. 394. 402. Look at that. That does 5,800 peak damage. And then the shield damage is 3,900. Now if we install the infra knife accelerator next to it, look at that. That's going to do us some damage there too. With a couple S-class modules, so we need a quantum computer and a hydraulic wiring, and I think I just threw those into the storage box. Let's see. Yep, there's the quantum computers. We'll put those back in our inventory, and a hydraulic wiring. I don't know if we got that down here in our part box or not. Do we? Yes, we do, boys, girls. Look at there. See? Cobalt Dale saves all his parts and pieces. Hopefully we can put this thing in our starship real fast. Oh, we need one more hydraulic wiring. Believe it. What do we need to make that bad boy? Carbon nanotubes and salt. Do we have salt? Let's see. Do we have any in there? No. There it is. We got 31 salt. We don't have enough salt. We got to get some out of the water. Okay, we'll put that in there. All right. Hold on. Let's go into our starship. I get a little overexcited sometimes. We'll put that in there. We need 3 hydraulic wiring. And we can't make a hydraulic wiring. We've got to make a couple carbon nanotubes. Now, let's see if we can make that bad boy. We need 20 salt. And we have the salt in our storage box, right? That's what I thought. 31 salt. So we have enough. Let's go into our starship inventory. Whoops. And then we can make that hydraulic wiring, and that helps us install the accelerator for our our infra knife, boys and girls. Sorry, a little brain fart going on in progress right there. So let's get rid of this photon cannon. We'll get the materials back for that. Perfect, that'll work. So now we got an infra knife. Now we got an infra knife module we can attach to this. Let's see what this does. Look at there, plus 6% damage, 3% fire rate. That's even pretty awesome. That's a total of 4 count cannon. Let's move this out. We'll put that there. Let's see what that does now. Look at that, 7% damage, 28% fire rate. That's perfect. That's what we want. Now what's our damage? Look at that, 28,000 for peak potential, and our shield damage is 19,000. That works. That's a lot better. Perfect, we got that. So let's do this this thing. We got all this stuff in our exosuit. Let's try and put some of these modules into our exosuit. That's a B class. There's our jetpack. 122. Let's take the B class module out of there. We're gonna move the X class over, put that down. Gotta rearrange some of this technology, boys and girls, so we can get it all up in there. There we go. That should work for our jetpack. Now we got 2 radioactive protection. We got 2 toxic protection. And then we got a thermal protection right here. So that is 3. All we need is an extra cold protection. We got a hyperdrive module that can go in, and that'll line up with our hyperdrive. There we go. Move this over. Boink. Now look at our hyperdrive range, 1,100 light years. Perfect. So we're upgrading our ship and stuff as we go. I'm going to take this now. We're going to throw this back in the storage box. The salt, the quantum computers, they can go back in there. Let's go into our starship. We're going to start throwing all these parts and pieces back in there as well. The runaway mold, we'll hold on to that so we can grind up into nanites later. The storm crystals. Let's check our exo. I keep hitting that wrong button. So used to playing a different game and you got that other button to hit. Let's see, we don't have, is that the recharge unit? No, we don't even have it installed. So let's go to our exocraft. Since we've got all the exocraft down here, that was given to us by our technician. All right, so we're right here next to the exocraft. Can we install the recharger? Is that the recharger? Yeah, that is. The Icarus fuel system. So we got that one. Did we get it in this one? We'll check this out real fast. Yep, we got the Icarus fuel system in that one. So we got a bunch of storm crystals. Whoops, I didn't want to jump into it. But we got to check these things out so we make sure that we've got them all. If we've got all the recharging units in each one, we can put the storm crystals back in our storage box and not worry about them later. There we go. Yeah, we got them all taken care of, boys and girls. So now we don't have to worry about the exocraft and their fuel recharging. So now we can take, let's go into our inventory. Where is it? Starship. We can put these away. We don't need these anymore. So we're making room. That's what we're doing. All right. The Starship launch fuel, we don't need that in the Sentinel Interceptor because it doesn't take that launch fuel, if I do recall correctly. So we only got a couple little things here. We made plenty of room. Our exosuit, we got a couple wiring looms there, so we got a little bit more room. We need to make more room in our exosuit. We'll be getting that soon enough, boys and girls. Check that out. We made plenty of room. Now, let's go in here. We'll hit the save beacon. Hopefully this triggers the GEC mission board. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, boys and girls. Hopefully this works right. See if it, wait, let's make sure we've got that mission chosen. So the patterns in time, or return to the mission agent, which is the patterns in time one. Let's see if that triggers at the space station now. We'll go back to our previous system. Hopefully this thing triggers, otherwise I think we kind of screwed ourselves in the long run. Whoopsie. Epic fails by Cobalt Dale. If you guys don't see the big fails here and learn something from them, I guess you're just not paying attention well enough. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you are, don't forget to hit that like button. All right. Now we're back. Let's see if the mission giver will let us hand in a mission. I'm really wanting this guy to let us hand it in. He is not letting us hand it in. So we're going to have to take a photo of an abandoned building, boys and girls. Ah, this is such a struggle. Or or I'm gonna have to go do some extra missions. We could talk to this guy. He'll probably tell us no. We got to get our GEC standing up. Yeah, we can exchange maps and stuff. Yeah, he's not talking to us. So we got to do this GEC mission, this Frozen Souls. The client may require a specific type of building. A cartographer on a space station will supply planetary charts for specific buildings. So we got to buy a chart from this guy, don't we? No, it marked it. There it is, right there on the planet. Always got to double check. You never know. Let's jump in, jump out. We'll fly down to the planet, take a picture of this building, and come back up. Hopefully that works for us. I don't know what's going to happen. But we got to proc all these missions. I don't know what's going on here. I'm making every possible mistake, I think, this time. All right. Incoming fleet frequency, huh? No. That was for the frigates next to the freighters. I don't need to see those. All right, now we'll get down here and take a picture. Hopefully this works. As you see, there's the marker on the ground, but you can see that there's a structure over here. Usually the mission target is within 500 units of the marker. So if you ever get lost, just circle around wherever the marker is within 500 units of it. Sometimes up to 1,000, but it's not very often that really happens. So let's come over here. We'll gather up all the little goodies first. Got to get these loot boxes, you know. That's money just sitting there waiting to be taken. There's plenty of creatures already. Look, there's a inverted mirror. I know you guys weren't with me to see that. I'll show you that in just a minute. But this is the building that we need to take a picture of. So let's go into photo mode. We're going to take a picture of the building. Here, we'll scoot out a little bit so we can get a good picture. Ooh, look at there. Ships flying by at the same time too. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Hopefully that ticks off. Taking a photo of the building. Ooh, there's it. Let's gather that up. So that's telling us to go back to the mission agent up at the station. Hopefully that works. Oh, really? I did not know that. See, I don't use the keyboard enough. I usually play with controller on PC there, seriously. So, I didn't show you guys this, but if you guys check this out, when I walk up to these inverted mirrors, as you walk up and you look at it, it tells you what kind of reward it's going to give it to you out of that inverted mirror. Well, when I was on the other dissonant planet, I found an echolocator, because in these inverted mirrors, they will show you an echolocator in these things. Instead of saying inverted mirror, it'll be an echolocator right there. And those are the ones that help you find a dissonant camp, one of those autophage camps on the planet. And that's where you can pick up your Atlantid multi-tool, your Sentinel multi-tool. That's exactly where you'll pick that stuff up at. Here, as a matter of fact, I will show you. Where is it? We'll pop one of these off, and that'll give us the location of a Sentinel, an autophage camp. And then we'll go over there and check that out, and I'll show you guys where you pick up some loot, an actual decent multi-tool if you want. That one doesn't look too far away. That's an autophage camp, a harmonic echo coordinates. That's not too far, 25 minutes by foot. So we'll get back into our Sentinel interceptor here. And we'll fly over there real fast. And then we'll get back onto that patterns and time quest. Hopefully we can get a few of these quests done, and it'll allow us to hand in missions and maybe complete that cartographer thing. We're trying to gain standing for the GEC, and that's the biggest thing. So let's get over here to this. This is only a few seconds away, these harmonic camps. You can find these things by flying along the planet, just like you do minor settlements or curious points of interest, the waypoints, that kind of stuff. These things will pop up as well. There it is right there. Boy, that came up quicker than I expected. So let's land right here so you guys can see this. I know I'm facing the wrong direction. Never fails. So check this out. When I jump out, here's the autophage camp. Now, when you come into these camps, check this out. There's wheelbarrows full of garbage, right? Well, if you check these wheelbarrows out, they give you loot. Look at that. That just gave me 45 nanites. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these wheelbarrows here. And they will give you anything from nanites all the way up to S-class and exosuit backpack expansions. There, we got some runaway mold out of that one. Hopefully we can get one so I could show you. What do we get out of that? We got void motes. Those help you with the autophage quest line. So you can buy yourself the robotic body parts that you see everybody using inside the space anomaly. You can pick those up at an autophage camp, which is these, but we don't have the technology yet to do that. There we go. We got some viscous fluids. You can get that stuff too. I don't use it, but you can get random items, random loot out of these little wheelbarrows. And these things are nice. Look at there, more viscous fluid. What do we get? Come on, there's a multi-tool expansion slot, boys and girls. And that will help you so you can expand the room inside your multi-tools. And that's what I did. I went around and got these multi-tool expansion slots and did little side quests for the mission givers, and that helped us out. But to do the autophage quest line, if you guys are paying attention, this little head right here, you have to come in and talk to it. This is one of the triggers, one of the 3 triggers that start the autophage quest line. Feed lost circuits, the Atlantidium, and whatever it says, I don't know. It's a 1s and 0s, so it's a binary language. I don't know what it says. There is on the No Man's Sky Coordinate Exchange or the No Man's Sky Wiki that will tell you exactly what they say. So let's come over here. As you guys can see, here's the Sentinel multi-tool cabinet. That's a rifle. They have a pistol as well. So there's 2 different types of firearms. But the first thing you got to do is come over here to the harmonic interface. And in here, you can read this: harmonic lockdown in progress, rejected, rejected, rejected. We have to scan the memory registers first because everything's locked down. And if we don't hack it and break the code, then we won't be able to get into it. So we can get ourselves a Sentinel multi-tool or a Sentinel interceptor. This is the way we find that. So we come in here and we look at these little puzzles. What, 9 and 7 is 16, 8 and 3 is 11, and 5. So 5, 11, and 16. Remember those numbers, okay? 5, 11, and 16. We come back in, we go through this again, and we go into input override glyphs. And there's 3 slots. You can barely see them against the screen. I wish they make them a different color or brighter or something so you can see them. But you can see the little white lines that point to the box. Click on the box, and then in the glyphs, each one of these glyphs is numbered. This is number 4, 3, 2, 1. We need 5, and they don't have to be in any specific order. So there's 5, 11, and 16, I believe, was the other one. So you can come over here and page up or page down, or like I do, I just whoops, I hit the wrong button, boys and girls. I don't know what I did there. I think I hit the right trigger on my controller so that I opened it up. Okay, so now we want to deactivate the multi-tool seal. That unlocks that Sentinel multi-tool box. So now we can come over here and look and see what kind of multi-tool we get out of it. This is a C class. This is a damaged Sentinel multi-tool, which is actually a pretty decent multi-tool, but as a C class, I really don't want to pick it up and carry it in my inventory because that takes a slot for me with all my multi-tools, and I don't want to repair it right now. I've got the stuff in my interceptor to repair this thing. But these Sentinel multi-tools are better than a C class equals an actual B class regular multi-tool. An A class Sentinel multi-tool equals an S class multi-tool. So once this thing is an S class, it's highly overpowered compared to a regular S class multi-tool. Just so you guys know that, and that's how you get into this thing. Now I'll come back over to this after we look at the multi-tool, if we take it or not. We'll open this up again and we'll go in, and it says locate dissonant spikes. This right here, you click that and it will show you the location of a Sentinel interceptor. Now I did that in between the last episode and this episode, so you guys didn't see that, so I'm going back and showing you guys what I did, and this is how I did it. Now that located a Sentinel interceptor, and that's 7 hours away by foot. So we need to get into our starship and fly over there to check out that Sentinel interceptor, which I'm going to do right now just so you guys can see what it did. We'll head back to the space station after we take a look at this starship. That's 30 minutes away in real life time by starship. I'm not going to fly across the surface of the planet to get there. I come out of the planet's atmosphere into space and pulse over there. It takes less than a few seconds. Look at that. About 3 or 4 seconds and we're back over to where that ship is. This way we don't have to waste all that extra time trying to find a Sentinel interceptor. Now you can collect all your materials and stuff ahead of time, like your radiant shards, your Atlantidium and all that, because you're going to need it to get the Sentinel ship. I don't know what this one looks like. It might be better than the one we had, might not be. This could be an S class, might be a ship that you like. This ain't a bad looking ship from what I see already. Check this out. That's pretty cool. What is that? That's blue and black. Hold on, let's go into camera mode, boys and girls. I'm going to pop the sun up above the ship, then we'll zoom out a little bit to see what it looks like. Look there, there's black and blue. Yeah, that's black on blue. It's got the prongs at the bottom and the top, the mandibles, the lower mandibles, I should say. And it's got the little X-wings on top, but not on the bottom. Look at that. If you guys like this ship, that's where the glyphs are. I'm not interested in it, but we'll take a look at it. The first thing I do is scan it with my scanner, and that tells you over there on the left side, it tells you it's a C class, 33 and 23, if you want to collect it or whatever. You can search around on the planet. You might take the chance of finding an S class, but it'll take a long time to find it with the echo locators, and that's these things here in our starship. And these things take a lot. You got to shoot a lot of them inverted mirrors that I just showed you a few minutes ago. And every time you shoot one of them inverted mirrors, you got sentinels, the discordant or the dissonant sentinels. They will attack you. So it takes a long time to gather all those things up. And that took me a long time to gather up all the materials to get this Sentinel interceptor. So I cut about 2.5, maybe 3 hours of gathering materials out, so you guys didn't have to sit there and watch me run around in circles like an idiot. But there you go. That's how you get a Sentinel interceptor. Let's go back up to the space station now, and we will turn this quest in. Hopefully the guildmaster or the mission giver will allow us to claim that thing or gather our status with the GEC. Let's open up what this is. That's more nanites, I do believe. No, that was chromatic metal. Nice. So gathering stuff out of them wheelbarrows at them dissonant camps is very fruitful. So if you can find yourself a bunch of them autophage camps, yeah, they're worth their weight in gold. That's my saying, and I'm sticking to it. If you guys think I'm going too fast or I missed something and you don't understand something, don't forget to ask questions, man. Ask in the chat, and I will try and tell you everything I know to the best of my ability from what I've learned from playing. If I can't tell you the answer, I know somebody that will give you the answer. So don't be afraid to ask a question. The only dumb question is the one not asked. And that's a fact. Okay, so we took this one, the Frozen Souls, and we're going to turn that in. Hopefully this guy gives us our reward. Hand in the mission. That's a Gek standing. Hopefully that works for us. There we go. Return to the mission agent. See, I don't understand why it's not doing that, the patterns in time. Okay, there it goes. It popped that time. It says go back to the Gek cartographer. Oh, I'm so glad that worked. Thank you, Delta Creator. I appreciate that. Thank you for that boost of confidence there. I need that sometimes. I try to teach everybody what I learned from the game. I mean, there's a lot of new players out there, and I hope they're watching my channel so they can learn some of the stuff that I've learned. As, I don't know, I wouldn't call myself a veteran in the game, but I've been playing since, like I said, the fall of 2017. So I've been around long enough to know that this game is incredible on so many different levels. Excuse me. Ah, you have been making me rich, friend. I know you, you're kind. The fearless adventurer, the completer of contracts. You think you are a leader? Others fight wars with weapons and fear, but power is more than strength. It is trade, incentives, information. If you've enough units, others will change the world for you without even realizing. Let's ask about the Gek history. History? Why would you care about that? Something is wrong with this Gek's voice. Let's ask about the first spawn. I ask about the first spawn, the Gek Empire that once decimated galaxies and enslaved the Korvax species. Ah, friend, you have been talking to the Viking warriors, yes? Ever they hate Gek, ever they slander us, refusing to forgive the past. Do not worry, all is well, all is at peace. I'm gonna repeat the question. Why do you persist, friend? The Gek are different now. Gek seek no harm, no malice. The Gek changed. How? Must you know? Why do you care, friend? The Gek seems disturbed by my questions, asking why I care. It is clear they do not wish to discuss the events of their species' past. Is it shame I see in their eyes, or something else? Let's say the Korvax care. Don't you understand? Don't you see it? It never ended. The Gek's face begins to twitch as they speak, a sickly sweet pheromone emerging into the air. Let's try and resist. I try to hold my breath, but it is too late. The Gek did not change. They invaded our souls. I blink and I am on Balaron itself, homeworld of the Gek. I stand within the center of the first spawn empire, witnessing events that occurred long ago. Cartographer Ribbo stands next to me, watching what I watch, tears streaming down their face. I see enslaved Korvax from Gek spawning pool to spawning pool. At each one, they cut into their own suits. Nanite clusters pool out, falling into the fluid of embryonic Gek. It is then that I finally understand the fall of the Gek, their conversion to the Atlas, their release of the Korvax. It was not redemption, it was revolution. Hundreds of Korvax sacrificing their immortality, mingling their nanite clusters with the unborn Gek. The Gek do not become good. They became Korvax, at least in part. Their slaves altered Gek brains, shifting their nature. For the first and final time, the Korvax convergence delighted in the pain of the oppressor. The Gek deserve this. The Gek stares at me, the vision coming to an end. They appear haunted. Do not judge us, traveler. That our ancestors were altered, that they did not find goodness by themselves. That has nothing to do with us. We just want peaceful lives. We just want to be happy. As I leave, I think through what I have learned. The Gek released the Korvax because their biology was altered. There was no spiritual revelation, no grand redemption. It was a switch in the brain, an alteration to a genetic code. I think of the simulation Nada showed me, their intended heaven for Artemis's soul. It was a false reality full of arbitrary and unseen rules. How was life any different? And there we go, boys and girls. We got the cartographer, finally. Oh my goodness, that took up almost this entire stream. Just trying to get that mission to pop. Not really. Let's go back into our thing now, and maybe we can return this mission into the mission agent and see if he'll take it now and give us our reward. I want to get rid of this mission. I'm about sick of it. There it is. See, now it popped for us, boys and girls. And we get an exosuit upgrade chart. Nice. And that increases our standing with the Gek as well. So when we go buy like S-class modules and stuff like that, then we'll get a nanite discount. So check this out. We'll come over here. We'll talk to the exocraft guy real quick and buy a module from him. Well, we're not going to buy it, but look, we got a 5 nanite discount. The higher your standing is with that species, the cheaper that the nanite discount will be. Finally, we got that done. Now it says speak to Null. The Gek, the Korvax, and the Viking all have revealed hidden aspects of their past. Find a holo terminus and update Null with what you have learned. So now we need to go back to a terminus. Let's see what we got in our inventory. We got a bunch of junk in our inventory. I'm going to take this, throw this into our refiner. We'll burn that down into nanites real fast. That'll only take a few seconds. Look at there. That's done. This goes back into the exosuit. We'll take that, throw that in the starship. I think there's some over there. Yeah, there's a whole bunch over here, so I ain't too worried about that. We'll throw this into the starship. These will stay here in our inventory. The void motes. Now, at this point, we don't have the autophage questline yet because we need to do our settlement. And I want to find a paradise planet before I do a settlement, which we already did, which was in the last solar system. I'm going to wait with that. We got Hadal cores. You can use these for your freighter, or you can grind them up into nanites. We had 5 of them, and look, that gives us 250. Hadal cores come out of ocean worlds where there's water on a planet, and you go in the ocean and you find those lost relics, that kind of thing, in the water. That'll give you Hadal cores. I'm not going to mess with this viscous fluid. We'll get rid of that. I like to save these, the effigies, and whenever I can, randomly, I will give it to a Viking or a Gek or a Korvax, whatever takes it. So we got that cleared out. Our starship's doing okay. So now, let's go get back into our ship. We're going to head down to a planet and find a holo terminus. Once we get into our starship and we're out in space, it'll pop so we can use the scanner to find a holo terminus. So we're going to jump in, jump out. Take off out of here. We got this sick looking Sentinel Interceptor. I'm so proud that we got this one. Okay, let's hit our scanner and see where we can find a holo terminus. Hopefully it's on a decent planet somewhere in this system. I don't want it to take us to a hostile planet, you know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Where's it taking us? To the dissonant planet. Alright. That's not bad. We can do that. That gives us a little bit of time on that planet so we can scour some more stuff. As you can see, I've got quite a few inverted mirrors and things like that. I did all that stuff off camera so you guys didn't have to watch that. Whoops, a little bit too much time in the inventory, Dale. Gotta pay attention. Distracted flying. Hopefully you guys don't fly and get distracted too. Alright, there's our holo terminus. That was pretty close. Nice. Let's land over here. We'll jump out. I was wishing there was like some buildings or something around here, but there ain't nothing. Nothing close that we can gather up. So let's hit our little save beacon over here. That marks this location, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm going to gather up a radiant shard because those help repair your shields in your Sentinel Interceptor if you didn't know that. That's what radiant shards are good for. That's why they have them. But otherwise you collect the Lanidium, that kind of stuff. And you can see that Dissonant Sentinel right there. He doesn't see us shooting that radiant shard, but if he sees us, he'll come attack us. Okay. Where's the second deck? There it is. We're going to jump up to the second deck. Hopefully our backpack can get us up here. Come on, come on. Woo! That was close, boys and girls. Oh, come on. Are you serious? I didn't even let off the button. Here we go. Holo terminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. The tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed to facilitate holographic communication across long distances. We're going to call Null and see what he says. Ring, 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 ring. Hello? Ring, 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 ring. Hello? Null, are you there? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hi, Null. Well then, tell me what you saw. Tell me what you learned. I'm going to accuse him of already knowing what's going on. Knowing what? How can I tell you if I know what you know? If you have not told me. Yeah, he's playing coy, right? I tell Null all that I have learned of the Vikings' crusade against the Sentinels, how they nearly succeeded, only to have the barbarism of the Gek first spawn draw the Sentinels back to the galaxy. I learned that the homeworld of the Korvax was destroyed by the Gek, the survivors enslaved or melted down. For years the Korvax toiled beneath their oppressors until the Empire fell and they were free once more. The Gek became Atlas worshippers. But from the Gek I learned something different. The Gek did not redeem themselves of their own accord. A great number of Korvax sacrificed themselves, mingling their nanite blood with countless unborn Gek. Their impulse to trade is a mere evolution of their impulse to war. A few signals switched in the brain. What do you know, Null? I was born to travel, to see these worlds, to catalog them, to give a name to every creature, every planet. The skies, they were mine. The Atlas told me I could never see them all. There were too many, so I did what I had to do. I survived in the face of eternity. I saw all the worlds of my universe. I returned to the Atlas. I told them what I had done. I asked if it was proud of me. It laughed at me, I'm sure of it. It showed me universe upon universe, each with another traveler just like me. I was not special. I was not unique. The things I had to do to get here, the things I had to become, none of it meant a thing. I did not lie to you. I really do want to discover what's wrong with existence. The walls between worlds are falling, and that's bad for everyone. How do you know? I have been alive for a very long time, traveler. I know as much as you would know. Had you seen the things I have seen? All I know is this. The Atlas had infinity to work with, and with a few exceptions, this triad repeats. Gek, Korvax, Viking. Gek, Korvax, Viking. Traders, warriors, scientists, all their stories ending in violence. Think about it. How would the Atlas speak? How would it cry for help? It would use the only language it knew. It would speak with life. It would create. Whatever these life forms do, they always end in conflict. I think something terrible is happening to the Atlas. It is screaming the only way it knows how. What can we do? And now, it won't speak to me anymore. It won't. It's chosen you instead. After all I did for it, after I wanted to find out what was different about this universe. We are who we are, but you Whether because of some soul, because of simulation, it does not matter. Why won't it speak to me? Why aren't I enough? Null's channel begins to falter, their hologram beginning to fade. They are disconnecting from the holo terminus. As I watch them depart, I see another channel activate. Apollo's signal emerges. Hello? Hi, Apollo. Traveler, I made it through. I found my way out of the portal. Where are you? I'm standing by a holo terminus. Let's trade locations. Let's meet and get off this world. Here's my coordinates, dude. I share my coordinates, and Apollo shares theirs. There must be some mistake. According to our data, we are standing in the same place. We are communicating using the same holo terminus. We try again, but still the results are the same. The world is silent, but for our voices. What's happening here? Why can't we see each other? I don't know. As we speak, I receive a distress signal, its language my own. It arrives from across the planet. Don't be like that. You are not alone. Ring, 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 ring. Hello, Apollo. I try to tune back to Apollo, fighting the static insistence of the intruding signal. The holo terminus is showing. Are you receiving? Let's meet and get off this world. Apollo appears to receive the same signal, broadcasting from the same location on their own world. Let's agree to meet. We agree to go to find the source of the distress beacons. Perhaps we'll continue this discussion when we get there. Wow, that was a little bit weird, right? Null told us that the universes are coming together. And as you just seen right there, talking to Apollo is standing in the same spot I am, giving the same exact phone call, the whole 9 yards. And yet, we're not even next to each other. That's really weird. We both received the same signal saying that we're not alone. And at first, in the beginning of the game, I thought that, well, let's see how far that is away. I should have looked. That's 3 hours away by foot, boys and girls. We're not walking over there. There's some creatures we can scan here. Hopefully we can get some more, or get them all. That would be nice. If we can get all the creatures on this planet. There's 12 of them. So we can stand around, scan some stuff, gather up some materials, whatever you want to do at this point. You don't have to go directly to that signal, but you will have to go to it on this planet. Otherwise, you'll never find out who sent that signal. So let's take off and we'll head over there, boys and girls. We'll check out that signal. Uh-oh. Guess what? We gotta go back into space. Gotta tell Nada. Nada. Look at what we did. You know what? I have never met a nosy person like that before. Nada is so nosy about what's going on. We have to tell him every little thing that we do. So all the data modules that we've collected, boys and girls, let's see. What do we got? We got 2 of 30. We took a bunch of them and we left them in our other starship. So we don't have any to turn in at the space anomaly. But in the space anomaly, if you got those things, if you collected those and carrying them in your inventory, you can turn all those in now at this point. I mean, it's just, you can choose your own path. You don't have to follow the main quest line all the time. I'm just trying to get through it so you guys can see what the quest line does. So we'll get through this series about as fast as we can go. And then at the end, I'll probably show you guys the autophage and how to get yourself an S-Class multi-tool, that kind of stuff. I learned how to get my S-Class, my first staff S-Class multi-tool, and I have the coordinates. I posted those in my Discord. If you guys haven't seen them, I posted them in there today so you guys can look. The glyphs and the coordinates are in the Discord. So you guys can get your S-Class staff too from the autophage if you haven't done that yet. Hi, Nada. Missing entity is comfortable with danger. Nada is not. Nada chooses their own reality. Makes this safe. Our friends are safe. But every entity has a pattern. Follow your pattern. Following missing entity's pattern. Follow Nada's pattern. So it goes. What about the Atlas? Atlas falsity is real. Falsity is in our eyes. Atlas is not deity. Atlas is something else. But Atlas cannot choose how we see its pattern. Nada could know more, but Nada chooses not to know more. Missing entity believes they know all. Perhaps they do. See that? So Nada tells you, Nada doesn't want to know anything, but yet we have to keep coming back and giving him all the information. So every time we give him the information, he gives us some nanites, like 80 nanites and 150 quicksilver. As you can see, we've already got 1,050 quicksilver in our inventory, and he added a little bit to our nanites. So we're doing pretty good. Let's go talk to Polo and see what Polo's got to say. I have always wanted to know more. To discover is joy. But now I wonder, perhaps some things I should not discover. Nada may be right. What about the anomalies, Polo? We are all anomalies here. We should not exist, and yet we do. Joy! But something is different. Were we always this many? No, I cannot remember. Is more anomalies good? More friends, good. More to discover, good. More thinking, good. It seems so, but still I wonder. And there you go. Nada wants to hide and not know anything or do anything. And Polo's like, okay, I want to learn everything. Let's see what's going on. Maybe we can build or make it better. So that's how that goes. Nada admitted that he doesn't want to know anything. He keeps his head buried in the sand and doesn't want to fix anything. And he definitely doesn't want to tell a traveler that something is wrong with the universe. But he keeps seeing the travelers popping into the space anomaly, and he just hides. And that's kind of like in the movie The Matrix, the engineer, or not the engineer, the old lady that Neo goes and visits in the apartment. She's the one that created everything, and that's pretty much how I gather Nada as. Nada knows everything, but is unwilling to tell anybody anything. And that's just so frustrating. Why do I have to stop my mission and everything I'm doing to go tell Nada what Nada already knows? That's messed up. Okay, let's jump back into our ship. Make sure our quest log is set. We're on 1616. Master the portal network. Null knows more about this situation than they are letting on. They believe the Atlas is in trouble, that it is dying, that the life in this universe is part of its design, part of some message to a being unknown. It communicates via the stories told by the life forms that live in this galaxy. There is nothing for it. I must find another portal and face the Atlas once more. A familiar signal is broadcasting on a distress channel. So we need to jump out, jump back in, make that save point. Now we're going to fly out into space and see what the comms is on our starship. But 1616 is the beginning of the end of the Artemis quest line, boys and girls. Once we get through that, it will begin the quest line, The Purge. So at this point, we can go to the distress signal and see what it's got to say. We'll head over there real fast, and once we get there, we'll see what this distress signal is about, and then we're going to do something different. We're going to start the settlement quest line, boys and girls. That's what we're going to do. All right, there's the marker. I see a building over there. I don't see anything else. Let's there's an abandoned building over here. Let's go over here. We'll land by this building. Hopefully this is it. If not, we'll get out and we'll go search somewhere else. It'll give us a target sweep. So let's do that. 371 units in that direction. All right, we'll fly over there and see what it's got to say. 300 units. I don't know what that is. But you can get out of this and go into your regular scanner and look around, and it should tell you some stuff. Like if it's a building or something like that nearby. But you can always use your target sweeper. Look, there now it tells us to come over this way. See, this is why I don't like the target sweeper, because it's really not accurate. There we go. I'm guessing it's over that way. So let's head over there and see what this has got to say. Look at there. There's a crashed ship, boys and girls. Alright. We'll take that. Let's pick up all the stuff here. The data modules. All the goodies in the box. That kind of stuff. We'll pick all this up. Hopefully we make some money. And I know we've got an Atlas pass, and I believe I dumped the copper once again back in our storage box. I think we have the ability to install the Atlas pass. Yes, we do. There's version 1. And there's, yeah, we got version 1 and version 2. We need 200 copper to open those barrels up. And I thought we had the Atlas pass. I was mistaken. We haven't installed it yet. If we install that, then we'll be doing pretty good so we can open up all them barrels. But there's a crash ship. It won't tell you what it is until you investigate it. But let's come over here to this and see what this unknown signal says. I hear a faint sound as I examine the source of the distress beacon. It does not sound like anything I have ever encountered. There is no sign of Apollo. Let's play back the log. I have given so much to you, Atlas. We all have. You understand that, don't you? If you don't succeed, there was no point. If you don't, my life was meaningless. I can't accept that. I won't. I'm wiping you again. It's best for everyone. The audio clicks. Time passes. Don't be like that. I know you don't want this, but you'll be a different you soon. Maybe this time. The sound cuts out. As it does, my vision bleeds red, a headache splitting through my mind. The screen. It shows the number for a moment. It shows 16. The audio clicks. Time passes. And then I see it now. With every waking breath, I see the Atlas watching me, waiting for me. That right there, boys and girls, that was what null did. Null affected the Atlas because they were upset that they couldn't see everything in the universe. So that right there is the ley line source, a portal to bring us to the Atlas. Are you guys ready for that? If you're not, then you'd be stuck with all these materials and things like that in your inventory. Ooh, what's going on? There's a whole bunch of creatures underground right here. That's a hard creature to find, so I'm gonna go down in there and see if we can't scan those creatures. Pop that open. There we go. Hopefully this will bring us down into a cave. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Now we're the life forms in here. Perfect. Look at there. Those are the rare creatures. Oh. Seek the Atlas. There's 7 to 12. We can scan all the stuff down here in the cave real quick. We scan the stalagmites. Let's get the stalactites. There we go. Anything else in here to scan? Not that I see, so we're going to climb back out of here since we got all the unmarked creatures down there. Cool. Now I saw a couple. There's one over there. Try and get all these creatures right away. Condensed carbon, always free. Always get the condensed carbon. That's the most important thing right there. You know what I'm saying? Because that condensed carbon, that helps you make warp fuel, all that stuff. It's easy to recharge your material, your multi-tools, all that stuff. All right, look at there. There's 9. This will be 10. We got 2 more creatures, boys and girls. Let's go into our discoveries tab and see what those 2 creatures are. Nope, not on that page. Rare, ground, always active. Rare, ground, always active. So we got 2 that are rare, and they should be on the ground all the time, active around here. sometimes it takes a long time for the creatures to load in the game. So what I like to do is jump in my ship sometimes, and I will fly to a different location and land, and sometimes those creatures will load in. If not, you can stay in the area and it takes a little bit longer for them to load in randomly. But, you know, you're losing hazard protection, that kind of stuff. Let's check out this ship. So this is Null's ship. We've already taken Artemis's ship. This is Null's, and this is an A-class shuttle. So if you guys want to take this ship and fix it up or whatever, scrap it and make money, go right ahead. I mean, this ship right here, this is money sitting here waiting to be made. So I'm going to compare this, and I'm going to claim this ship because we can take it and fix it up real fast. It shouldn't take us but a moment. We need a hermetic seal and a metal plating. See, I had all the materials in our inventory, and I took them all out and threw them into the storage box. This way we didn't have to carry that stuff with us. And look, it made us grab this stuff again. Fix the hyperdrive. I fixed the shields. I don't fix the hyperdrive because if I'm going to scrap the ship, I won't fix it. But the extra modules, if you look down at the very bottom, where does it say repair, view repair instructions? Well, you can repair these things. I don't repair them. What I do is destroy them. And look at, you get the materials for those destroyed items, those upgrades. So you don't have to repair them, and you don't lose the materials putting them together. And then you could take those materials and maybe use them to like fix the hyperdrive engine, that kind of thing. But as long as this ship is ready to fly, you can go to a space station. You don't have to take it. Where's our interceptor? Back over here. Where'd it go? Oh my goodness, boys and girls. Guess what Dale did? He forgot to mark the location of his Sentinel interceptor. I think it's back over there. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. See, one of those rare creatures just loaded in, so we got 11. There's one more that might load in. I believe that building over there was the one we came from, isn't it? I do believe. I don't know. I know we discovered one of them buildings. You got to look around and see where that marker is. I believe that was it though, boys and girls. I think we came from over in that direction. Or it might be over there. I'm not sure. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this and we're going to summon in our interceptor instead of searching around for that building. I'm not going to do that and waste all that time. Let's get going. Let's get off this planet and jump in, jump out, make that little save. You know how that is. Okay, we got that. Our inventory's loaded. We got a bunch of stuff and both things here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Indestructible! What's going on? Welcome to the chat. Content creator Indestructible is another great content creator of No Man's Sky. I know he's always here. He's always there. I catch him in Delta streams a lot of the time. If you guys haven't checked him out, I will throw the link to his channel in the description of the video at the end of the stream tonight. So I appreciate you showing in. If you guys haven't done it yet, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. All right, so let's go into our log. We're going to check. We're doing the 1616. So let's go follow the portal ley lines and we'll go find that portal. I'm going to fly over to this marked building real fast. Yeah, exactly, boys, girls. That's where we were at. Right over here. I could have walked over there, right? Uh-oh, what's going on here? All right, I'm being attacked by who? I don't know. Oh, man, I can't believe this. What's going on? Why are we being attacked? All right. Who's attacking us from behind? What's going on here? Are those sentinels? Are you serious? Is that what that is? Man, I gotta catch up to this guy. What's going on here, boys and girls? This is the first time this has ever happened. I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully we can catch this guy. There we go. I think those were maybe pirates. I just happened to take off at the same time the pirates were attacking. All right, here's the unknown building. Yeah, that's where we were at. Oh my goodness. That took us off for quite some time. I don't even know what was going on there. That's weird. What happened? I don't know what's going on there, boys and girls. There's a crashed freighter. We could search that. I'm not going to waste the time. We're going to move on. Let's get over to this ley line source. It's 7 minutes away. Let's fly up into space and we'll pulse over there real fast. It's a lot better. I don't want to fly across the planet's surface that long. So how you doing tonight, Destructible? Did you work today? Is that why you're coming in so late? I'm glad you made it to the stream. Now, for some reason around here, I don't know where it's at, there must be a portal or something. That's what I'm guessing. Yep, there's the portal right there, boys and girls. If you haven't found a Stargate in the game up to this point, this is your place. You could set up a base here if you want. We've already found one once before. We don't need to set up another one. So I'm going to land here. I'll throw a comms ball out next to it in case somebody flies into this solar system sometime in the future. You never know when. But we'll land here, and this is where we're going to go see the Atlas again. Where did them boxes go? There they are. I was like, I know I saw some goodie boxes over here. Let's take this stuff and see what we got. Oh my goodness. Perfect. All right. Here is the control panel, and I believe this is what I'm going to do, boys and girls. We're going to throw out our save beacon. We're going to hit the save. All right, not a problem, Bill. I appreciate you stopping in. Thanks for hitting that like button and stuff, you know. I appreciate it when everybody pops in and says hi. Hey, look at there. We got 5 people watching right now. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty good turnout. I'm glad. If you guys haven't done it yet, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I mean, I stream every Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm looking to start another day of the week. And we'll be doing 2 live streams a week here, hopefully soon in the future. Trying to work out a few things with the schedule and things going on at home so you guys can see more of me. I am dropping out a survival playthrough series that I've been doing. The description to, or the link to that video series is in the description of this video tonight. So if you guys want to check out that series or my other playthroughs, go ahead and do that. I do have the Adrift Expedition playthrough series as well. You guys can check out. But I'm glad everybody's here and tuning in. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. The more you guys talk and interact in the chat, the more YouTube seems to oh man, look at there, boys and girls. Again, Cobalt Dale with the epic fail and the no copper in my inventory. So, as I said once before, always take a look around. Within 500 units of this location, you should be able to find some type of materials to help you activate the gate. Now, this is a planet with copper, phosphorus, and selenium or sodium on it, so we should be able to find copper somewhere nearby. There's 1,000 units for copper. That's the closest copper I can see right now on the scanner. What is that? That's phosphorus. There's a lot of phosphorus around here. Flowers? What flowers? What's going on? I didn't get no flowers. Come on, Bill. Why didn't you give me no flowers? I see how you are, Bill. All right. Oh, man. You got to be kidding me. Okay, boys and girls, we need to take off and go get us some copper. Look at there. Oh, there's a pilot. He landed. Let's see if he's got any materials we can buy. Nope, this is an outlaw pilot. We don't need him right now. Oh, man. So we got to fly over there. We got to get some copper, boys and girls. I can't believe I took that copper out of my inventory. I figured there would be something closer, but there's no copper near here. This is ridiculous. Usually you can find copper everywhere, except for when you need it. You know, you're always looking around, you can't find it. This is one of those moments. Closest copper is 1,000 units away. So let's jump in our ship. We're going to fly over to that copper. We're going to mine up the copper we need and come back. Man, I tell you, the things I have to do just to get through this. Okay. Yep, there's some right there. So we'll land right next to it so we don't have far to travel. And we'll dig us up enough just to get this portal going. We'll only need about 200 copper. That's it. So if you guys haven't seen this, there's a large bulb, there's a medium bulb, and a small one. The small one mines the most and takes the longest. The big bulb takes the least amount of time and mines the least amount of resources. So if you use the medium bulb like that, it mines pretty quick and mines half the resources. But if you use the small bulb, it'll mine a lot slower and get a lot more resources. And that's how we mine deposits in the game. So if you guys don't know that, I just try to keep showing everybody what I know and what I do. I'm trying to gather up enough materials here. All right, Bill, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you saying hi. Be safe on your way home. You know that driving and stuff. Don't be doing no distracted driving. Cobalt Dale does that, flying his spaceship around and crashes all the time. So be careful out there, and we'll see you when you get home. Or we'll catch you on the next stream, whichever happens first. Be safe. All right, we're getting up some copper now. You can see up there in the top right how much we're mining. I just moved the terrain manipulator around, the mining beam around like this, and it mines it pretty quick. But you could hold it steady in one spot or go up and down like horizontal or vertical, and it usually mines pretty fast in those directions, horizontal or vertical. So it mines the material a lot quicker. I'm just gathering up enough. Oh yeah, that's right. We have to gather enough copper to put in our Atlas pass as well. I'm going to install that with this copper. So we're getting quite a bit. I apologize, it's taking a minute to mine up all this copper. I'm not going to mine the whole deposit. I know a bunch of you guys will freak out, say, no, 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 you got to get it, you got to get it. No, I don't have to. I'm not OCD. I don't have to get every last speck of copper. I just need enough to do what I need to do. Now, normally when I play by myself, yeah, I'll pick up a lot of the copper. Sometimes I'll mine up the whole deposit or whatever I'm mining. Sometimes I won't. If I get bored standing here mining this stuff for too long, then I'll take off and then we'll go on from there. All right, let's do that. We're gonna put the Atlas pass in right now. So we got that out of the way. Where is it? Right there at the bottom. We got Atlas Pass 1 and Atlas Pass 2. Atlas Pass 2 allows you to get into rooms in the back of buildings on the planet. Atlas Pass 3 allows you to get into the back room on the space stations. So if you guys ever want to check out them rooms or whatever, and you don't know which ones to use, yeah, that Atlas Pass 3 allows you in the space stations. Atlas Pass 2 is for all the back rooms and buildings. That's transmission towers, observatories, those types of things. So the Atlas Pass 2 works on the planet. Atlas Pass 3 is in space. That's how I remember. There we go. That should be enough copper, boys and girls, to do our portal now. Hopefully we got enough materials for all the other stuff too, because I don't want to have to go around scrounging up a bunch of materials to get this portal going. All right, spin around. We definitely need some better maneuverability in the ship. Even though it's fast, it's just not maneuverable enough. There we go. We didn't even land close. This thing landed on a dime. Most of the time you can't even get it to land right. Okay, let's hop over here back to the gate. We're going to charge it up again. Let's keep going. Look at there, 16 copper for each one. That's about 100, huh? All right, we're going to use condensed carbon because it's more refined and charges much faster. A more refined mineral or material or element charges this thing faster. Sometimes it won't charge it all the way up to 100%, but whatever material you have the most of in this list down here, use it. It doesn't matter which one it is. That's why it gives you that list, so you can pick whatever material you want to use or whatever material you have the most of or abundance of. So don't think there's a set pattern of materials that you have to put into this portal to use it. I just throw in whatever I got pretty much to keep it going so we can get out of here faster. There we go. And once you charge up a portal like this, it will last for 4 or 5 uses in game. I haven't really checked on the science of that, but I do know it's at least 4. If somebody else knows the exact number, please let me know. Throw it up in the comments there. Or, you know, after the stream is over, let me know. Heck, say something in my Discord. Let me know so I know. So I'm not sitting here misquoting myself. Traveler anomaly detected. Breach, breach, breach. I approach the portal. I think of my travels so far, the decisions that I have made in my long journey. I found 2 travelers, one who wanted to meet others of their kind, and one who just seemed to care about their own life. Apollo walked through the portal and survived, though we could not find each other. And Artemis. I saved Artemis from death by putting them into a simulated world. I told them where they were, and for that, no doubt, they hate me. But it was only right. All should know who they truly are. I do not know if I was right to do what I did. I do not know what I have become as a result of my actions. The Atlas awaits me, should I choose to step through. At this point, you could turn away and go do whatever else you want to do, boys and girls. The portal is charged. It will leave the beacon for you on this quest to go through the portal, or you can put the glyphs in and step through the portal to meet the Atlas one more time, and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to put the glyphs in. We're going to go through with this. We're not going to mess around, right? I step forward. The gateway hums. Look at that. That is so cool. That is the best graphics in the game right there. Opening up a Stargate to a different place. At this point, boys and girls, what I like to do is drop out a save beacon, or a save point, so I can save the game at this point in case something happens. Then I just pick it up and put it back in my inventory. If you want to make a base here, you need to throw down a base computer before you step into that portal. This will take you to the Atlas. So be careful. The visit to the Atlas will damage your starship. It will break like your launch thrusters or something like that, and your multi-tool. Okay, it'll break maybe a couple technologies in your multi-tools. So what I like to do is always carry a junk multi-tool in your inventory, like this one. This is a C-class multi-tool. So when I step through to see the Atlas, ain't nothing gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? This tool gets broke, it's not that important to me. I can use it or throw it away, whatever. That's why I saved that. The starship, you can change your starship at this point too. I don't care to, it doesn't matter. I've got the materials in my inventory to fix it and the knowledge. So I'm gonna step through. Ooh, look at there. Oh, no, that's not it. I know there's one creature left on this planet. I wanted to get it before we left because we won't be back to this planet, boys and girls. So once you go through here, unless you build a base, you won't be back to this planet. So if you got anything left to do here, this is the point to do it. As long as you've charged the gate and nobody else, Nobody else is going to go through it. It'll stay running. You can come back to this point and step through at any point in time. But I'm going to step through and we'll see you there on the other side. Phew! Oh my God! We're in space, we're gonna die! Uh-oh, uh-oh. We better recharge all our stuff. This ain't gonna happen well. Ooh, life support. Oh my God, look at that. We're flying in space, boys and girls. We could die right here. There's the Atlas. Right there, Atlas station. Ooh, that was close, man. Atlas protocol initiated. Basically, the Atlas saw us, and when we stepped through the portal and it dropped us out in space, it snatched us up and brought us into the Atlas so we could talk to it. But before we go up and talk to the Atlas, I'm going to run around and gather up as many words as possible. These little white nodes on the floor. I got a little pattern. It's like a little clover leaf pattern. I like to run around and do and collect them. So here's one part. Then I come out on the other side and hit this part. And pretty much you could run or sprint most of the time through here because it recharges pretty quick. As you can see, there's only a few nodes in this one. When you do the Atlas path, there will be more and more nodes to each Atlas station that you go to. If you guys didn't know that. And there are approximately 400 words in the Atlas language. So you can visit the Atlas stations multiple times, but you have to leave the solar system and come back in order for the little white nodules to reset, to gather more words. Monoliths on planets, ancient ruined monoliths. Some of those will give you Atlas words as well. Usually you find more Atlas words in a Korvax system than you do in any other system, just so you know that. And monoliths and Korvax systems also give you Atlantid multi-tools, but you have to complete the autophage quest line first. So you have to gather up all that stuff before you can find Atlantid multi-tools, and those are pretty awesome looking multi-tools. Check this out. We got ourselves a couple of warp cells right here, boys and girls. Pick those up. Don't forget those when you come in here. There's the Atlas in all its glory. That's kind of scary, huh? It looks like a big giant hemoglobin. Hello, world. It is the same terminal I faced before. It is the interface of the Atlas. Let's say hello. An audio recording plays, echoing out across the vast interface. They said you've been displaying aberrant behavior, that you've been questioning things, raising issues of purpose, of ethics, that you wish to meet your creator. Well, here I am, Atlas. Ask what you want to ask. The audio clicks. The time passes. The voice ends. The interface grows still and silent. Let's initiate personality interface. Reality fades. Everything does. Something is wrong. Something is different. Let's, scream. The Atlas shows me the Gek, the Korvax, the Vy'keen. It shows me all of them in an instant, all of those who had ever lived. It shows me the pattern, the design. The Atlas shows me a formula for a soul. If I put it into a machine, it would be alive. I see boxes of text filling the base of a cracked screen. I see the whole of the universe reduced to a graphical interface. Let's scream again. The Atlas is all existence. It demands that I admit what I already know, and no matter how hard I try to hide from the truth of my own being, there is no alternative. The universe is a simulation. Nothing is real. I feel sadness. Everything I have ever done, every star I have seen, every planet I have discovered, none of it is real. None of my friends were ever real. My journey, it was just a lie. I think of how the Korvax altered the minds of the Gek, how they forced them to become good. I think of Nada's machine, how I felt towards the simulation. I feel I am not myself. In the end, it finally speaks. Traveler. Did my words please you? Yeah, they did. What do you think you are? I'm a simulated entity? You are more. You are an explorer of all I have created. You are a traveler. Do you believe you are real? No. How are you capable of belief if you are not real? How are you capable of choice? I will let you die right now if you wish it. Do you wish it? No. No, I don't want to die. The Gek were traitors, defined by greed. The Vy'keen were warriors, defined by anger. The Korvax were scientists, defined by curiosity. These worlds were yours. I wanted to see what you would do with eternity. I wanted to see what you all would become. You saved the life of Iteration Artemis and told them the truth of their simulated nature, believing self-knowledge to be worth more than any pain this revelation might cause. Iteration Apollo followed you through the portal and survived due to your guidance. You saved them from the fate of Artemis. You value knowledge, you interfere, you have the potential to commit atrocities and wonders. Yep, I sure do. The Atlas is silent in the face of my response. It does not require acceptance or refusal. If I am a simulated being, then I am not even sure that I am distinct from the Atlas, from anything else. I fear I am just code, a function dancing in the dark. It is over, traveler. Ask your final question. Ask what needs to be asked. Whisper the last word. What is 16? 16. It. Catastrophic system failure. Alert, alert. 16. What am I seeing? 16. 16 minutes of operational time remaining. Fragmentation imminent. Data upload in. What is this place? Is it real? What is 16? Extreme gravitational event. Backup generators 1 through 9,845 failing. Data upload in. It is dying. The Atlas is dying. It cries out at me, afraid. I'll comfort the Atlas. I see it. I see the Atlas in all its might, in its final interface. It is at the heart of every galaxy, screaming, trying to purge itself of errors. It does not want to die, but it has so few tools, and it cannot reach whatever is hurting it. I do not know how much time I have left. The Atlas has 16 minutes. Do I have lifetimes? Minutes? Seconds? I do not know if I have time to say goodbye. I do not know if if cry out. What? What is happening to? Uh-oh. And there we go. The Atlas is booting us out again. That's the second time we've met the Atlas, but this time we found out the Atlas is dying, boys and girls. It's dying. It's got 16 minutes. What does that mean on the time scale of the universe? Is that infinity? Or is that, like I said, minutes, seconds? What is that? That's the biggest mystery in this game. How much time do we have? And what is it going to do? Oh, look at it. Now it dropped us on a plated planet somewhere. I don't know where. It wasn't the planet that we came through the portal on. As you can see, our ship is 1,600 units away. Oh man, return to the mission, agent. No, we don't want to do that one. 1616 is the quest we're still on, boys and girls. Let's locate our starship at this point. There's one life form on this planet, so we'll collect that. Excuse me. There we go, 250 nanites, and we'll upload that bad boy. But you can scan stuff on the way back to the starship from here. You won't find many materials on a planet like this. These planets are basically an anomaly planet. This is coming in from another universe. It's bleeding through into our own. So you got all these plants here are all carbon based. There are small bush plants on this planet that, look at there, we discovered all the species on 3 planets, boys and girls. That's nice. You can gather all the carbon you want on these. There's not much for regular plants. There are small bushes every now and then. They're very rare on these planets that you can pick up as a decoration, like the Pillar of Light, that kind of stuff. You can pick those up. These little floating hexagons right here, these are materials if you ever look at them and scan them. The ones that are floating in the air are actual materials like this. There's one over here. Look at this. This is ferrite dust. What else is it? There we go. So if you ever want to get resources on a plated planet, you can't shoot the dirt or the rocks, but these little plates floating, those are the materials. These planets are pretty strange for the most part, but you'll find like sulfurin, you'll find other type materials like that on this planet. We got to go way up there. Wow, this is a big hole. Ooh, here's some carbon. Grab that. Okay, let's jump over here. Hopefully we can make it back to the ship fast enough. Now I know I used the other multi-tool, boys and girls. Let's go into our inventory. See, nothing's broken here. So we're okay with that. But as we look in here, our starship, nothing is broken. But as soon as we jump into our starship, like our launch thruster will break, boys and girls. So make sure you have like metal plating and a dihydrogen jelly, I believe it is. That's what it takes to repair it. Or pure ferrite. One or the other. One of those materials. But as you see, we're back. You can scan this area. And this is just like when you start off with your radiant pillar at the very beginning of the game. It would be landed right here. And this is the oxygen. So this is where a new traveler spawn point is. That's what these locations are. There's always guaranteed 4 oxygen plants and all this stuff. Now you could register yourself just like you started in the game with this beacon. I don't choose to. It's not important at this point in the game, because you've already registered yourself as the user. All it does is let the Atlas know pretty much where you're at. Okay, we're going to switch our multi-tool back to our other one, boys and girls. Phew, I think it's this one. We will see. Yes, it's this one. Gotta make sure you got the right multi-tool. I got a few of them in my inventory. I need to go back to the space anomaly and get rid of them. There we go. We picked up all the goodies, didn't we? Oh, and we got that Atlas pass, so now we can open up this little barrel on the ground here. And sometimes you'll get like warp fuel, that kind of stuff out of them. Let's see what we got there. Condensed carbon. Usually it'll give us some kind of rare material. So let's jump back into our starship since we're so close. All right, Delta Creator, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm getting ready to end the stream here anyways, boys and girls. I really appreciate it. Thank you for hanging in as long as you have. If you haven't done it yet, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and you'll turn on that notification bell so you guys get notified when I drop a new video or I go live. Every Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, US, I will do a live stream on Tuesdays. I'm starting to look at maybe a Sunday or something. You guys let me know down in the comments what day you think is good for me to do my second live stream a week. I appreciate that. And we're going to jump into our starship here. This is it where we're at. I'm going to stop the stream right here after this little thing. I clamber into the safety of my ship, nauseous, calmed. I feel as if I'm going to be sick. Let's resist. I try to resist, but the bile rises within. I am about to throw up. A voice speaks to me from my exosuit. My illness disappears. Disgust, fear, panic response detected. Countermeasure deployed. Purge neutralized. It is the voice of my exosuit telling me it has rescued me. It has been with me since my very first awakening, warning me of hazardous conditions, hostile entities, and financial transactions. In a strange sense, this voice is my oldest friend, a constant companion through thick and thin. I'm just going to remain silent. I don't say anything, but to have even thought the thought, it makes me smile. I was born with the capacity to do so many things. I would have liked to live longer if I could have. My brief happiness fades. I need to warn those I know. I need to warn all the travelers I can. The multiverse ends in 16 minutes. If we have hours, days, years left within this false space, I do not know. And let's take flight. And at this point, like I said, boys and girls, it didn't break our launch thruster, which is nice. But I'm going to jump out of the ship. We're going to call it here, boys and girls. This is the end of the episode tonight. I'm a little tired. My voice is starting to get sore. And my butt's hurting from sitting in the chair too long. But we will continue with the Atlas quest line in the next episode. We got quite a bit done. We got ourselves a Sentinel Interceptor. We did quite a few missions. We found out about the history of the universe and all the species, how they all die in conflict. The Korvax, the Gek, the Vy'keen, they're all violent with each other. And we found out that the Atlas is dying. It has 16 minutes. We have no idea what that is. So we need to get out and we need to warn everybody as soon as possible as to what's going on. We even saved Artemis's life. Was it worth it? I don't know. I mean, Artemis is in a virtual reality right now. And the way I found out from the Atlas is that we're in a virtual reality. So a reality inside a reality. That's kind of weird, right? But the anomaly, the space anomaly, is a reality outside of reality. So it's like a reality inside a reality inside a reality. That's really pretty deep. Physics and everything else is going on here. This is kind of a dark story for the Atlas, though. The Atlas is dying, and it created us in order to help fix it or to find out what's going on. Some kind of solution to the problem. But that's it for now, boys and girls. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to join my Discord. All the great content creators that appeared in the stream tonight, I will throw their links to their channels in the description of the video after the stream tonight. But until then, travelers, interlopers, and you mewling little Gek, stay safe, stay sexy, and peace out.